The NBA season is ramping up, y'all. Playoffs are right around the corner, and we got a lot to talk about. But there's one team that we've been overlooking since the All-Star break, and this is the hottest team since the All-Star break, Chill. Yes, I'm talking about the Atlanta Hawks. I'm not lying. I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. The Atlanta Hawks are the hottest team since the All-Star break. They are 11-1 as of last night. They have the number one net rating since All-Star break. They have the number one defensive rating since All-Star break, and they have a top 10 offense. Jalen Johnson has been going crazy. Nickeil-Alexander Walker has put the league on notice, and the Atlanta Hawks are showing everybody that they might just really be the real deal, and they might be a real dark horse contender in the East to jump into the playoffs and make a little bit of noise. Chill, what is your thoughts on Atlanta?
It's interesting, Ron, that you mentioned that they rolling right now. I mean, because they are beating the teams that, you know, they're supposed to beat. They got the Wizards twice. They ended up beating the Trailblazers. They beat Dallas.
Milwaukee,
they beat Brooklyn.
76ers?
Yeah, you know, they
They beat the Sixers twice, and they beat the Bucks twice.
But you got to, Ox, you got to beat the teams that you're supposed to beat, though, Ox. You 100% got to beat the teams that you're supposed to beat. But to be honest with you, I mean, before you came up here, I was about to tell Ron, I am not sleeping on Atlanta. I'm snoring on these dudes. Give me a break. It's the same crew. Ron,
Chill, I might be sounding the alarm. I might be. But a 10-game winning streak's a 10-game winning streak, right?
No, wait, no, Delsky. Before you answer that, think about a time when you was so tired, came home, you've been up all day, had practice after school, all of that, and it just in that, what's they call that REM sleep? You're gone. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, something happened, a loud noise. You there. You know what I'm saying? You scare yourself out. Just like that's the type of sleep we should all be on in Atlanta right now.
Basically coming back from practice, Ox, and yo, I'm dead to the world. I actually slept in my clothes. Like I ain't even take my clothes off.
That's what I'm talking about, Chill. I'm talking about but you were up last night doing a science assignment. You didn't go to sleep till 1:30. Got to be up at 6 for school. You know what I'm saying? You barely got any sleep. And you know you varsity, so you got the last practice. You don't get home till 11. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm exhausted. Chill. I'm funky. I ain't even take a shower.
Nothing. And I'm in the bed sleep. That's how I am. That's how I am.
Ron, why are you doing this right now?
The Atlanta Hawks are on a 10-game winning streak.
Just your mic is super low.
Okay.
Right now. You got.
Y'all hear me now? Y'all hear me now?
Now you hot.
Yeah, got you.
You put some bass in your voice.
Chill. But listen,
all right.
I hear y'all 10-game win streak is a 10-game win streak. Just like the one team in college that they trying to get in there. Well, I think they're in there.
Miami of Ohio.
Miami
81 straight games.
But I had to look at the schedule, and it was number cheeks everywhere. Magic City, man. I see why they in Atlanta, because it was like, Jesus, it was nothing but ass. Like, none of them teams are going to be able to win anything, so they beating up on a real soft spot in their schedule. So the Hawks, I like that young core, but nah.
I mean, they did beat Atlanta. They did beat Orlando. They did beat Orlando. So
that's one worthy win.
Twice a day, man.
That's one worthy win. Chill. And the thing about it is, see what Delsky just put me up on. I didn't realize is Luke Cornett got this all wrong. You know what I'm saying? When they was talking about Magic City, they wasn't finna have no strippers in the building. The ass was gonna be them.
It was gonna be on the floor. Yeah,
the ass was gonna be them in them jerseys. It wasn't gonna be no strippers in the building. It wasn't gonna be none of that.
The Peachtree jerseys.
Yeah,
now I see what they do with the Peachtree jerseys.
Exactly.
Ron, I was just thinking, Ron, that you're supposed to be, because Delsky just ran it down. Like, yeah, a lot of those teams are bad teams. I ain't gonna argue that point. But with them being bad teams, we still got to win those games. On the flip side to that, Ron, don't forget, I mean, just like 2 months ago, they had won 3 games in a month. It was garbage, including losing like 7 or 8 straight. This team was trash, right? So the fact that they rolling now, don't think that I'm going to take these dudes serious. I'm not.
Well, Chill. Remember, there was a change that was made, though. And so, ironically, this is since All-Star break.
Yep.
They got off of Trae Young. Now, Trae Young was injured, but they got off of Trae Young.
Yep.
In the process of doing that, they brought in CJ McCollum.
Yep.
They brought in Gabe Vincent.
Mm-hmm. You think
I'm not
Bronny
gonna put
better
too
than
much
him?
stock into that.
Before you
I
even,
do.
yeah, you
I do,
think
but
Bronny
he-
better than him?
But he played all right last night, though. He played all right.
Okay.
He wasn't spectacular or anything. He didn't hurt the team. I'll put it that way.
Right.
But CJ McCollum is a major addition, especially when you shift the dynamic of things. So now it's like Jalen Johnson. We know this is your team. We are running the offense through you. Nickeil-Alexander Walker, you're now our secondary star. You get the ball more, and you get to just simply showcase more. You've basically put the league on notice. We knew you were good last year with Minnesota. We knew you were all right in the past, but now the ball is in your hands, and you really get to do what you do. And then we got CJ McCollum, really just like, you're a gun for hire now. Your job is just to come in and eat. Your job is every time you touch the ball, get a bucket.
Yep.
I'm not mad at the dynamic of their team.
I
And on top of that,
the talent,
they're
sure.
playing defense. Well, are they playing defense, or is it just their lineup?
It's just their lineup. But
They're number one rated defense.
Really quickly, big fella. In when you was in high school, like who was the best team in the area?
We were.
Okay, y'all the best team.
Who's the best team in the area?
Ron, stop it.
Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, your team and Ron's team was the best team in the area. Ox,
Yeah,
give me a
don't get him
team.
started.
Ox, give me a team in that area that they were all right. Tell me somebody that was just okay.
El Camino.
Okay, El Camino's all right. If El Camino run off 8 or 9 straight games, are y'all looking at El Camino like, oh shit, these dudes is coming?
I mean, no.
No, y'all looking at El Camino like whatever. So when we see these dudes in the playoffs, we're gonna stomp these dudes.
Well,
that's how you look at it.
They were really good. So
okay, so El Camino ain't a good team. I'm thinking about a mid team. I'm thinking about a team that's barely.
Okay, Natomas.
You looking at Natomas? They ran off like 6. Natomas ran off like 6, 7 straight, and they end up beating El Camino one time. Are you looking at Natomas like, yo, we got to deal with these dudes? In fact, you looking at Natomas like, wait till we play them. We want them dudes because we're gonna smoke them. You think any of these teams in the East looking at Atlanta like, man, we don't want nothing to do with these dudes? Yes,
no
they
way,
do.
No way. There's no way anybody's worried about them.
Nobody, Ron.
And you know what? And you know what though, Ron? Like I'm happy you did that. Like what you just did and stopped us because I think we were going a little far. You know what I'm saying? Like they deserve credit for winning those games. They absolutely did.
You got to be who you're supposed to be. You do
exactly. And I do appreciate the moves they made. As y'all know, I'm still kind of high on CJ McCollum. When everybody's not, I still. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I still try to show CJ as much love as possible. When people dog him and say he's washed, he's through, I still like CJ. The young fella JK, he was able to go down there and play some good minutes. You know, they got a decent thing going on down there in Atlanta. I think they got a bright future. I just don't think that this 10-game winning streak is anything more than them beating up on terrible basketball teams.
Yo, Penn, what's your thoughts on Atlanta?
I like it. I can't believe y'all have Damian up here every single week. You're not going to talk about Jock Landale?
No, I'm cool.
Yeah, well, I'm good too.
Y'all hating on Jock Landale. It's not even 11:30.
Shout out to
Damian.
Damian.
Shout out to the Dell part of his name.
No, Jock Landale's good.
Shout out to Damian. Shout out to Australia, man.
Jonathan Kuminga hasn't been healthy so far, but in the minutes he's played, apart from last night, he's looked pretty good for them. Mm-hmm. So this is a team that's just gelling at the right time. It's the same thing I say about the Lakers, the Spurs. There's just some teams that are catching fire at the right time. We got 3 weeks left in the season. Mm-hmm. Am I correct? 3 weeks.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah,
so this momentum is what you're rolling into the playoffs with. There's a lot of teams that are kind of like start, go, sputter right now. This Atlanta Hawks team is picking up steam at the right time. I like them. I like them a lot.
To be honest with you, Ron, when you brought up them not having Trey, I mean them coming off a Trey, like when they lost all of those games during that time, I don't think Trey was in the lineup. I think he still had that knee injury. He wasn't in the lineup when he wasn't playing. So, I mean, this Atlanta team, they still have some things to work out. But the most important part about winning the games that you're supposed to win, you're supposed to handle teams. The most important part is doing things that translate into the playoffs. Like, what does their defense look like? Like, what does their offense look like? What's going to happen when we see them in the first round against Detroit? Who
you're not going to see that, Chill. You're absolutely not going to see that because they're in the first round of the play-in. They're not going to beat Miami. They're not going to beat Toronto.
So they not
the first round of the play-in.
Who's the second team?
If they play Toronto or Miami, they're not beating either one of those basketball teams. Okay, and then in the second round, they're not going to beat Charlotte.
So they would have to see Philly, and they would have to see Philly. I'm sorry, they'd have to see Miami. I'm sorry, they'd have to see Miami.
Right. So it could be Miami, Toronto, or Orlando. Right,
okay.
Miami, Toronto, Orlando. They're not going to beat one of those teams in the play-in. I know they beat Orlando a week ago or whatever. They're not beating Orlando. They're not beating Toronto. They're not beating Miami. Okay, after they lose that game, they're going to play Charlotte because Charlotte's going to beat Philly unless Joel and everybody miraculously pops back up because Paul George will be back. So either way, if Philly has all their guys and they beat Charlotte, they're also going to beat Atlanta. And if they don't have those guys and they lose to Charlotte, they're not going to beat Charlotte. So we don't have to worry about it.
Are we looking at an Atlanta team? I just want to make sure that I'm following you dudes. Are we looking at an Atlanta team that could come into the play-in with, I don't know, let's say a 13, 14-game win streak and miss the playoffs?
Absolutely.
Well, they're not going to have a 13 or 14-game win streak because they got to face Detroit on March 25th. And they got to face Boston twice, and they got Orlando again, and they got New York, and their last 3 games of the year are against Cleveland, Miami. So they will be tested a lot. But that being said, three of the next 4 games are very winnable. They're going to beat
Dallas. They're going to beat Dallas tomorrow.
Golden State and Memphis are walking food.
They're gonna beat Houston too.
To be honest with you, Ron,
they might be.
And one dude that gonna show up.
They might not beat Golden State, man.
No, they're gonna beat Golden
State. Oh, you're right. They'll lose to Golden State, but they'll beat Houston.
No,
man. If it's too
early,
way too early.
We got a whole segment scheduled out for KD. I got a whole.
I can guarantee y'all Golden State beats Atlanta.
Is he invited to defend himself?
I can 100% guarantee y'all that Golden State beats Atlanta.
100%.
So 10 games, they're going to beat.
I can put my mortgage money on it.
I mean, you do what you want with your mortgage. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
So let me make sure I'm getting this correct. This Dallas team, I think that they're going to beat Dallas, who Dallas just went in the Cleveland on Sunday and waxed them. I think they're going to beat Dallas. They go to Houston.
That's more of a Cleveland problem, Joe.
Yeah, I think
Dallas just got whooped last night too. So
by New Orleans, that's whack as hell too. Houston, I think they could beat Houston. If they end up getting past Houston, they beaten Golden State and they beaten Memphis. That's 14 straight games. And when's
the last time this team won 10 straight, Joe?
In 15 when they went on that 22-game win streak, and everybody thought that they was fugazi. They weren't. They just ran into Cleveland. That was a good team, yo. That was a damn good team. They just ran into Cleveland. That was the problem.
Yeah, so,
people don't get them nearly as much credit as they should.
The first time in over a decade, a team that has had a star player is doing this. That's pretty cool. I think they're doing a good job, man.
I'm sure they're beating some better teams. That 15. Never mind.
Hey, man, you play who's in front of you, Ox. I'm surprised.
Absolutely,
to hear this
I understand. Don't be. Why would you be surprised? I'm keeping it real. Shout out the games count. Like the games count, but like the teams that they're.
I mean, no one's anointing them championship contenders, right? Like no one's like, they won 10 straight. They could beat Detroit.
When you say things like when's the last time they do that, and you bring up that 15 team to the lesser trained ear, they might think that you're trying to say that this is one of the best teams they've had since 15.
Exactly,
and it's absolutely not. It's not even comparison. It's in no comparison to any.
Not?
No, Ron.
It is.
They haven't really been good.
All right, buddy. Okay.
The Atlanta Hawks have had two playoff teams since 15.
And they were both better than this.
Yeah. Those Trae Young teams are better.
Okay, well, if this is number 3, then this is one of the better teams.
I'm sure there's even another team or two in there that didn't win 10 games straight that was better than this team as well.
But potentially,
that play-in team. I don't know. That play-in team.
Any team that had Lou Will on it is better than this team.
I'm not doing that.
That's crazy.
Ox wild as hell when he take it there. So
all right, bro. All right, I'm sorry.
Ron, the East is a lot better than you give it credit for.
Yes.
It is.
Atlanta Hawks have beaten the teams that they were supposed to beat. The meat and potatoes of their schedule at the end of the season is going to tell me a lot about what we're going to see with this group in the playoffs. I'll tell you what, Ron. Could they miss the playoffs? I don't think it's ridiculous to think that they can miss the playoffs, considering what they got at the end of the season. Having to deal with Even if they have this 14-game winning streak, like I said, I think that they're going to beat that. I think they're going to beat Dallas. I think they could beat Houston. I think they're going to beat Golden State. I think they smoke Memphis. Then they got to go to Detroit and Boston. I think they split one of them games. And the reason why I think they split one of them games is because for some reason, I'm sorry, Dell. Detroit's offense has not been good lately. And I think that Atlanta can take advantage of that. If I'm looking, they're going to beat Sacramento. Then they play Boston again. If they lose to Boston on Friday, I think they beat them on Monday. They already
Hold on, chill. We just beat the Clippers. We rolling right now.
Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas ain't rolling. All Sacramento is, Ron, is an ugly chick who put on a new dress. Get the hell out of here. You still a bum.
All right, man. That dress go a long way.
No, that shit don't. She's still terrible.
Especially in that California sunshine.
They beat
but you see though, Chill, I know you running through the schedule, and I know you talking about that there's a chance that Atlanta doesn't make the playoffs. I want to put this to you guys, though. It is actually a better chance that they make the playoffs outright and get a top 6 seed than it is that they fall out of the play-in, because they are only a game and a half behind.
They can't fall out of the play-in.
The Raptors. Well, I'm talking about losing the play-in, but they're only a game and a half behind the Raptors and the Magic for the number 5 seed. Like those teams still got to play. Pin, you guys still have to play a tough schedule.
Yeah,
the Magic.
That's what I was gonna say. Like Toronto not out of the.
Go ahead, Delsky. Talk to us.
Toronto not out of the weeds. The Atlanta Hawks, the way their schedules lined up and the way Toronto's schedules lined up at the end of the year, it ain't inconceivable for them to get caught. There's only 2 games up, and they got a tough schedule coming up. The Toronto Raptors.
Game and a half.
Did you not just see what we did to the best team in the Eastern Conference and beat them? That was the toughest game on our entire schedule.
And y'all could go on this West Coast road trip and lose all 5 of these games.
Exactly.
We gonna lose. Okay, hold up. Chill.
All 5 of these games.
Chill. I promise you, as God is my witness, if we lose to Utah, Phoenix, Chicago,
Phoenix is a good team.
We're gonna lose to all those teams. You could have my PC check for the next month if we go 0-5.
I don't want it. I don't want it. But to lose to,
I want it. Nah, get that money, Chill, and send it to me.
If you put it on the table, take it.
Right there. I'm gonna post it right there.
The Bulls have
money, man.
The Bulls have activated the tank. Only except Josh Giddey has not been informed. Neither has Bazelis been informed that they've activated the tank. The rest of them dudes. So I think they're gonna play you guys tough.
Gonna go 0-5.
Y'all should
Scotty
beat
Barnes ain't letting us go 0-5. Scotty will
0-5 is a little far.
You know what, Chill? We more likely to go 5-0 than 0-5. I'll tell you that right now.
I'd agree.
Y'all going 2-3 though.
Yeah, I would say 2
y'all
and
100% going 2-3.
Nah, that's some straight hater shit.
3 and 2.
You guys are 2 and
Chicago.
You're losing to Denver and Phoenix. You'll beat the Jazz, and you're gonna lose to the Clippers. Why
are we losing to the Clippers?
Dale, you do know that they've lost 4 of their last 7 games.
Who are the Clippers? The Clippers just lost to the Sacramento Kings. Come on now.
We're rolling right now.
Who's we?
Yeah,
I just want to know. I want Sacramento. We okay, cool. Got you. To
Dell's point, y'all not.
We beaten Chicago.
Okay.
We beaten Phoenix. We beaten Utah. We beaten LA Clippers. Denver. I'm gonna let you know, Scotty Barnes. He has some specials. He has some special magic with the Denver Nuggets for some reason. It's like he knows me and Swipe have been going back, and he's not gonna let me down on that one. So,
oh man, come on, Pin. I think 3 and 2 is very likely. 2 and 3 is more likely. But either way, 5 and 0 is. I mean, 0 and 5 is not happening. They're not going to lose to Utah. They're not going to lose to Chicago.
Chill. Where is this? When you look at the bullshit coming from. Because what is this 0-5 bullshit? Is this like
Chicago and Utah not beating them? Too. That's no way.
The reason why is because to Dell's point, like you guys have faltered throughout the course of the year where you have had stinkers, and I don't just mean games. I don't just mean games. I'm talking about like you've had a stretch where like you stunk for a year. I mean, for
we were picked to win 37.5 games this year. We have 38 wins, and we have a month left. What are we doing here?
That's the point. That's exactly.
Man, what does that got to do with having stinkers?
Yes,
This
which y'all
team had
had.
30 wins last year. I don't hear this team being celebrated as one of the rising successes of the season, one of the surprise successes of the season. They are a surprise success. They've held on to a top 4 seed for most of the year. And then you got Bill Simmons hating ass being like, oh, I don't see Toronto. And he posted top 6 for the one day of the entire year that the Raptors dip out of the top 6. And he'd be like victory lapping, waiting for one day. Kendrick Perkins own your ass, man. So
we'll check it
like
out though,
somebody
Pen.
in the top left corner.
I think y'all have a likelihood of keeping that 6, maybe 5, even, you know what I'm saying, with Orlando. I think y'all can be anywhere from 5 to 6. And I had y'all in that range at the beginning of the season. Either way,
anywhere from 5 to 8.
I don't. Well, look, because my thing with Atlanta, when you look at their schedule, I believe they could easily finish 4-10. You know what I mean? They got 14 games left. I'm looking at their schedule. I see 10 of those games they can lose. They could. I believe they might probably go 5-4, but 4-10 is very likely as well. So it's not like. It's not. I mean, yeah, y'all, like y'all said, Toronto's not out of the weeds, but neither is, you know what I'm saying. Neither is Atlanta. There's still a lot of games. Well, not a lot, but there's
very likely.
4-10 for Atlanta, yeah, very likely.
I don't think so.
Would you think they lose more than that, Pin?
I don't see them losing that many games, man. I think y'all sleeping on Nickeil. I think the job that their front office has done over the last year is very, very underrated, man.
I like Nickeil.
Well, if that's the case, Penny, y'all might be in trouble.
No, we're not in trouble because
y'all might be in trouble. You know?
Hey, Pin, while y'all in the weeds, you want me to send you a packet of things, cigarettes?
No, I will say this: the context is very important. The context is very important, right? There's a million games every single year, and very few of us are going to watch every single game of every single team. But unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, it is my job to watch every single game that the Raptors play every single year. And I can tell you, our second best defender has been missing. Our starting center has been coming back from an injury, and he didn't look good until that Detroit game. He killed the Pistons. And Jalen Duren is
20-20. Yeah,
Jalen Duren is not an easy dude to box out, and he got 9 offensive rebounds on him. And it's been happening over and over the last 6-7 games where the minutes with Scotty, we winning them big time. We were plus 22 with Scotty Barnes on the court, and he's locking up Cade. He was, blocking shots. He was. Don't be hating. He locked him up in the first half. He locked him up. Couldn't breathe. Go watch the clips. Go watch the highlights.
The cool thing about basketball is there's 2 halves.
He wasn't guarding him in the second half. That's the whole point.
Why would he not guard him if he was locking him in the first half? That's
no. Hey, coach.
Wait, because I really want a serious explanation to that. Because I didn't see the game. Like Penn said, I don't watch every Toronto Raptors game.
They're friends, Ox. He wanted Cade to get his number.
No,
so
Ron, let's not do that. I want to talk to the Toronto guy up here because I know he actually watched the game. Is there a reason why you would have? All right, Ron. Can I talk to Penn, please? So Penn. Yeah, I'm curious to know why. What for basketball reason? I'm serious right now. I'm really wanting to know why would Scotty Barnes be locking up Cade in the first half and then not guard him in the second? Just from the coach's perspective, I want to learn something.
Okay, so Scotty is our best rim protector by a country mile. So he's also. Chill, you saying she got more blocks on the season than Evan Mobley. What are we doing?
That's not a good thing. When my small forward is my best rim protector, Penn. That's what I'm sheeshing about. That's not good.
He got a 7'4" wingspan, so maybe
even if he did, like Jason Tatum shouldn't be my best rim protector.
Was Sean Marion the best rim protector? Was Andre Kirilenko the best rim protector?
Yeah, and
was Scottie Pippen often the best rim protector? I mean, I'm just saying it could happen. Derek White might be the best rim protector on the Boston Celtics. This is the modern NBA.
No.
So what I'm saying is, when you extend Scotty 94 feet, that's very taxing on his body. He is a very huge human being. To have him guarding, I think they did it initially to disrupt the rhythm and the flow of the game. And later on in the game, they realized that putting Scotty 30 feet from the basket, trying to guard Cade on pick and rolls, was probably going to open up a lot of space for Jalen Duren. So they noticed that was happening, where Jalen Duren was just cut behind the defense. So they were like, hey, man, we need to put Scotty lower in the defense. In the second half, he just locked down the paint. So I think it was a good adjustment, and RJ Barrett guarding his ass off right now. Best 2 defensive games I've seen from RJ Barrett in my life. And I watched a lot of this dude going back to Monbird. So if RJ doing this, if BI doing this, 70 points, efficient 70 points in 2 games from Brandon Ingram, finally playing like a real all-star. We just sustained a 1-for-12 game from Emmanuel Quickly, and we won the game.
That was awful, by the way. Yeah.
Emmanuel Quickly was horrible. He's been horrible for a while, but I'm just saying, like we don't have our second best defender in Colin Murray-Boyles. He's been missing for about 8 games now. So I'm just saying, like, don't sleep on the Raptors, man. This team is turning around at the right time.
I wish Shed was a little bit better, though. I do.
We're not sleeping.
Go ahead, Ron.
I just want to say we're not sleeping on the Raptors.
You've been
sleeping.
I'm
not. Penn, I can only judge you guys for what you've been doing. As of right now, you are the 6th seed in the East. You're 38-29, which is fairly good. But you guys are knocking on a play-in. I can't come up here and hype a play-in team or a borderline play-in team. I just can't. So the same energy that's been given for the Atlanta Hawks right now, who are just a game and a half behind you guys, is the same energy that we got to give the Raptors. Now, go ahead,
what does don't sleep on the Raptors mean? Like what? Like in second round conference?
Can they win playoff
appearance? What do you mean don't sleep? They can make the playoffs. Okay, they can make the playoffs, but what does don't sleep mean?
I don't think
you think they can make more noise, Penn? Like today the playoffs start, Penn.
Yeah, like,
and the Toronto Raptors got the 6th seed. They got to see the Knicks in round 1. How do you like your boys against the Knicks?
The way the Knicks have been playing recently, I like it. If this team is healthy, if Colin Murray-Boyles can play, then having 2 defenders out there and Scotty and CMB will help tremendously. If Colin Murray-Boyles is not playing, I do not like our chances against the Knicks at all.
You think he's the difference in you guys like winning and losing? I mean, how much does Colin Murray?
Yeah,
how much is the
best player on the team?
Yeah,
he is. He's amazing.
I think he is. To be honest with you,
he's a revelation, dude. Chill. He's one of the best defensive rookies I've seen in my life. And I watched OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes. I watched like a lot of defensive rookies. He is special defensively.
Yeah, Ox better than Scottie Pippen. Yes, sir.
No, I don't know about Scottie Pippen's rookie season. I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't remember Scottie Pippen as a rookie, but I'm talking in my lifetime for the most part. Scottie Pippen being a rookie was when I was a baby, or when I was even. I think it was before I was born. But he's amazing. Like, chill. He guards 4 or 5 positions comfortably. He's disruptive as hell. He's a great rebounder. He doesn't get enough love because I think because he's been injured and his numbers are not very flashy. But if you actually watch him play. There is not a player in this league that he is not a problem for. Like, I'm not saying he can lock down everybody, but I'm saying, like, I switch him out to Ant, I'm not in trouble. If I switch him out to Cade, I'm not in trouble. If he gets cross-matched on Karl-Anthony Towns in the post, I'm not really in trouble. He's really a special defender, man.
Sure.
He was one of the best players in collegiate basketball last year, but because
you
they
get
didn't win a
switched
lot.
on the Ant, you're absolutely in trouble.
Well, I think that's where the divide comes with you and me, Penn. Because you and me, to be honest with you, Penn, I agree with a lot of stuff you say that, and people be hating on you. But like this right here, I'm at odds with you because we got a guy that's
you're my girlfriend's favorite panelist, by the way. She's chill always asking
favorite panelist.
No, he is not. Anyway, Dell.
I didn't mean it that way. She always feels like, oh man, when people piling up on you, Chill is always like, yo, stay focused. Penn, you were saying.
So Penn,
I told you, Penn. Every time, like if I'm at a bar and like I'm talking to somebody and they realize like what we do, Chill. Like, yes, I know Chill. Yeah. Oh my God.
I know what I'm gonna be doing the weekend that we in Portland. And when we in Portland for this live show in the MODA Center, I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be right next to Chill. Hey, big fella. Hey, Chill, big fella. Hey, you think I could, maybe get a crumb off your plate?
Hey, don't. But hold on, don't get it misconstrued. I ain't hating. Absolutely, I know. I'm gonna tell you this. You know how many times I be name dropping? Like, hey, I do the show with Chill. You know what I'm saying? I can introduce you.
Oh, I know. I can
introduce you.
Notice I did not say best panelist aside from me. She be telling me like, no, you got to take some notes from Chill. He be having a positive disposition. You be crashing out all the time. She's like, you can't listen to this nonsense. I'll be skipping over your takes.
Penn, back to business. Penn.
No home court advantage here, man. Straight hating.
But Penn, back to business.
Yep.
The thing I'm thinking about with your group, like this is where we are when you and I are at odds, because for me, relying a lot on a rook who's only playing 20 minutes, barely playing 20 minutes, and he's not really a part of the offense, which you guys struggle with. You guys don't shoot the long ball particularly well. I think Brandon Ingram gave me some of that but you don't shoot the long ball particularly well. When we get into the playoffs, a team like the Knicks, who OG Anunoby is going to make sure that he takes your best offensive player out of the offense as much as he possibly can, which is now going to put the onus on guys like like Murray Boyles, where he's now going to have to score the basketball, which now I got to score the basketball plus play defense, which you know how I love two-way players, but at this juncture of his career, I'm not sure that's him. And the fact that I'm relying on him, Dell, I don't know if I'm loving that line. I don't know if I'm loving those odds.
Especially as the difference between you winning and losing versus the Knicks.
Yeah.
A rookie?
Chill.
That's not an offensive threat. That's the
take a
defensive
wild
specialist.
guess on what Brandon Ingram is averaging against the Knicks this year in 4 games.
I'm gonna guess off the top of my head. It's probably something crazy like 29 or 31 a game, something
He
like
averaging
that.
26 on 55 and 50 splits.
Mhm.
55 and 50 splits. OG Anunoby has been guarding him the entire time.
Well, he creates
You can't do shit with him.
He creates a matchup problem for OG because he's bigger. He's 6'10", so he's bigger than OG. He gets to that mid-range, and he can shoot over the top of him. Here's the problem, though. The problem is, and you know how I feel about RJ Barrett. I've always been a big-time RJ Barrett fan.
Mhm.
But when we get into the playoffs, second chance opportunities are going to be huge. And Cat cleans glass, and Mitchell Robinson cleans glass. So you don't have that. I mean, what I saw from Pirtle against Detroit a couple of nights ago when he pulled down 17, 18 rebounds, that's Chamberlain going 28 for 32 at the free throw line. That's not going to happen.
No,
No.
Jakob Poeltl has not been healthy this year, but chill. Like, let's not be disingenuous here. He's been one of the best rebounders in the NBA for years, because he doesn't play a high level of minutes. People don't notice, but that's why you look at the per possession data. And while he slipped a lot as a defender, he is still a very competent offensive player. He's insanely efficient around the rim, which we saw against Detroit.
Yep.
He is a very, very smart off-ball player, which is to say, like, he's not in the wrong place very often, which you can't say about a lot of bigs. There's a lot of bigs who just get in the way. They cut in the wrong place. They miscommunicate. He's a good communicator. So Jakob Poeltl has been healthy all year. He's had like one decent stretch of basketball, and we won 9 straight against some good teams, by the way, in that 9 game. So if he's finally healthy, this is a very different team. And I will argue Trayce Jackson-Davis, also one of the best rebounders in the NBA. Now, he's not really playing for us right now for whatever reason. Maybe he's learning the offense, but he is a breaking case emergency situation. Scotty, one of the best rebounders for a wing. Colin Murray is a very competent rebounder. I don't think rebounding is this team's problem right now. I think Jakob Poeltl being healthy was this team's problem. RJ Barrett also got healthy. Getting healthy at the right time. Look at RJ Barrett over the last 4 games. He's playing the best basketball he's played in a while. So it's just like, again, I always say this with teams, it's not about who you are through the entire season. It's who you are at the right part of the season. I look at the Lakers right now. You look at LeBron James and what he's doing with the Lakers right now, and it's like LeBron tuning up at the perfect time. They are finding lightning in a bottle at the right time. It doesn't matter if you do this in November. I mean, it matters because, you know, they all count at the end for seeding. But I would much rather be the team that picks it up after January than the team that's remembering, y'all remember when we were good in November? No. So look at the Indiana Pacers last year. Look at the Boston Celtics a couple of years ago, the Orlando Magic a few years ago, Detroit. There's a lot of teams that just pick it up at the right time. Second season. I think the Raptors are picking it up at the right time.
I think Pacers was good all the way from the new year on, though.
From January 1st, they were the best team in the league.
It's not
best
the same
team in the league.
They were the best team, number one. They were number one in the league. Yeah, they were the best team in the league.
In terms of what?
It's not
win-loss?
Not just win-loss. Defensively, I think they were 3rd in the league since January 1st. It was Swiper who was up here trying to tell me about Indiana. I wasn't buying it until we got late into the season and then realized, oh shit, this team is a lot better than what I think that they are. A lot better. Now, I say that to say, Penn, your Toronto Raptors, because I think Darko's a damn good coach. But Ron, back to what we were talking about, I mean, I think Quinn Snyder has been doing a really good job with this group. Even though they've lost some games, I think he's been doing a really good job with his rotations, putting in Nickeil when it was necessary, as opposed to just giving him minutes. Like, he closes with him, and he closes with him as one, and not just as a ball handler, one of his bucket getters. And I think that's a big deal for them because there's times when they key in on Johnson, and he can't really do much. Nickeil-Alexander Walker slides to that corner, he knocks down that open long ball, or he's actually getting to the rim. I like what they're doing. I like what he's doing with him. Can't hear you, Ron. Focus, brother.
You are muted.
Nickeil's put the league on notice. Like, and I'm not saying notice as I'm a superstar or anything like that, but he's put the league on notice as an all-star level player, 100%. Will he make it? Who knows? But like Nickeil-Alexander, he's a 20 point per game scorer, still a solid defender. Last night he gave you 41 points.
He did do that.
He now is officially the number 2 option here, and he's just a very crafty, good, talented guard. Like he does a lot of things. Underrated passer. We know him as a defender. Underrated shooter. Underrated scorer. He's just a baller. Nickeil, underrated handle. Nickeil is a baller, and he be getting to it. And like I got to give him his credit. We give Jalen Johnson his credit. We know who CJ McCollum is, but we're not giving Nickeil-Alexander Walker the credit he deserves because we're still thinking this is last year's Nickeil. We haven't adjusted to the new Nickeil with the ball in his hands, really getting to it. Nickeil's like that, y'all.
One of the biggest problems, and I saw this last night with Mosley, because I did tap into that Atlanta-Orlando game. One of the biggest problems that Mosley has with his adjustment, he's not as bad as Doc Rivers when it comes to adjustments, but his adjustments can be real tricky. Like, for example, last night, I want to say Dell was it was either late in the third or it was early in the fourth. He went to that zone, and I'm talking like Nickeil-Alexander and Jalen Johnson busted that zone wide open. He stayed in it. Like, coach, get out the zone. You have to get out of this zone. And then he ended up staying with it, and that ended up opening up the game, and they never really recovered from after that point.
Yeah, you know, some coaches, once they start something, they got to see it through. They got too much pride. Ime does that a lot. It happens.
Yeah, fellas, but once again, I want to give the Atlanta Hawks their credit. 11-1 since the All-Star break. We haven't spoke too much about Jalen Johnson. I know we've been talking about the Hawks, but he had a big triple-double last night. 24 points, 15 rebounds, 13 assists. As I mentioned, Nickeil-Alexander Walker, 41 points last night, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. I also do want to shout out Onyeka Okongwu. He's been major for this team, especially being able to stretch the floor, crashing the glass, and just little things like that. Also, Dyson Daniels, too. He's changed up his game a little bit. Obviously, he hasn't been able to hit the side of the backboard this year, but he's setting screens. He's rolling. He's in that dunker spot. Obviously, he's still playing crazy defense. Seen him have a couple blocks last night. This team is clicking.
Ron,
we'll see what they do.
I'm going to say it right here because you guys ran it off yesterday, that first and that second team All-Pro. I think where Cade ends up in the MVP ladder is going to determine whether he's a first or second team All-Pro. That's number one. Number two, Ron, I think Jalen Johnson's making the All-Pro team this year.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think he's going to make the All-Pro team. Yep.
If they stay top,
that goes without question.
It's not without question, but if they stay top 6, I think it should be without question.
I think he's going to make the All-Pro team. Yeah, I do.
If they stay top 6?
Well, if they get to top 6 and stay there, because I think we can all agree they're going to win their next couple of games.
Well, we've seen guys miss the playoffs and make the All-Pro team. We've seen guys finish at the bottom.
Field.
Even if
there's superstars, yes, chill.
Sure.
Like
Kawhi's the AC. He's gonna be all NBA.
I got Leonard, to be honest with you, and Ox. I know that you think this is some hating shit because you think I'm trying to be funny. I think Leonard's first team All-Pro this year.
Stop.
I think it depends on
brother.
There should be no doubt, no discussion, no debate.
I think he's first team All-Pro this year. I do. I think it's Leonard. I think it's Leonard, SGA, Luka, Wemby, Joker. Depending on where Cade falls. If Cade falls in that top 3, I think he's going to be first team All-Pro. If he doesn't, I think it goes with Leonard.
Repeat this again. You said Leonard.
It's going to be Leonard, SGA, Luka, Wemby, Joker. That's your first team All-Pro. First team All-Pro. And then your second team, I think it's going to be Cade, Ant, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? And Jalen Brunson.
What team?
That's who I think your 5 is on the second team All-Pro. On that third team, I think Jalen Johnson falls in there with Chet. I think he falls in there with Chet.
Chet over Scotty.
I think Jalen Duren is going to be on that team also. So those are the guys that I'm thinking about off the top of my head.
So the Pistons get 2?
Yes,
Why
Pin.
is it ridiculous to think that the Pistons?
They in fact do get two.
First of all, love Jalen Duren. Don't accuse me of being a Jalen Duren hater. I've been talking good about him for 2-3 years. He's not getting it over Scotty or Jalen Johnson. Hell no.
But he doesn't necessarily have to
positionless
get it
now?
over them for them to both be in there.
Scotty Barnes is going to be an All-Pro this year too, Penn. I think so. Yes.
If he can pick up
and Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray for sure.
Jamal
there
Murray.
ain't 20 spots, chill. Like
it's only okay. So that those last five is going to be It's
you
gonna
said
be
Chet,
Jalen Duren, Jalen Duren, Jalen Johnson, Jamal Murray, and who did I just say right before that? Scotty Barnes. There's your five right there.
So no KD.
Nope.
Oh damn. I don't see a world where Jalen Duren.
Who comes off the crew for KD? Scotty Barnes?
Yeah, who comes off the crew for KD?
All of them. Huh? Everyone.
Delsky, he asked you a direct question, Delsky. Who comes off the crew?
Jalen Duren can get off. Scotty can get off. All of them can get off. Pick who you want.
Bro,
what are we talking about?
Is Jalen Johnson? Is KD having a better season than Jalen Johnson?
I mean, he's on a much better team.
They're on a better team in the results.
The reason why they're better has a lot to do with him. That's why.
And why Houston's better?
Does availability matter at all here?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
well, clearly it doesn't. Let me take that back, Penn. No, it doesn't. And the reason why it doesn't, because I've seen guys miss the playoffs and end up making an All-Pro team. But don't we have a standard? Like you got 65 games, so the availability. I mean, that definitely does matter. But back to Dell again. Has KD had a better season than Jalen Johnson?
I would say so. Yes. He's the only he's the only offensive option on their team. Jalen Johnson, at least he got Nickeil. He got CJ McCollum.
He got Nickeil, and you just said he's the only offensive option.
I said KD.
Stop it. He's not the only. Şengün is better than any other option that he has, whether you guys like it or not. I don't care if you guys hate his process and how he puts his head down and how sometimes he doesn't finish and all of that. Şengün is a better second option,
bro. Şengün can't make layups.
So we doing this now.
KD absolutely has a better team.
This is where it gets tricky.
Than Jalen Johnson does.
This is where it
he
gets
absolutely
tricky.
does.
He also plays in the conference that's really tough, as opposed to the baby conference that you've been hating on all year.
Oh, now it's the baby conference.
Oh, you've been hating on it all year.
So no. So you agree with me? You agree with me then?
I don't agree with you.
You stay consistent. Okay, then you stay consistent. Don't try to come to my side to make my argument or to make your argument sound better. If you don't believe it's a baby conference with the baby dinos, then it's not.
All right, so you be consistent then. So you stay consistent too.
I'm staying consistent. The Rockets have a better supporting cast. The Rockets have a better supporting cast than Jalen Johnson has around KD. KD has a better supporting cast than Jalen Johnson does.
You rather want Nickeil on your team or Amin?
Amin.
Yes.
Come on, brother. No, bro.
And on top of that,
no.
Well, Dell, since when does because I'm the better player, that means that I'm going to be an All-Pro. So Devin Booker should be on an All-Pro team too?
I'm saying personnel-wise, star for star. That's why I didn't include Jalen Johnson in it. I'd rather have Nickeil over Amin. Amin he's not there yet, man. He's just not there. He's just not there mentally.
No, he isn't.
He's not there with feel for the game. His pace is too erratic. He's just not there. He's just not there yet. Some guys know how to play earlier. Nickeil knows how to play better than him. Like
Penn,
Şengün, his process, his IQ is just too slow. He can't play defense. He can't shoot. I don't know why he on the court. You have to run offense through him for him to be effective. And he's not really that good of a guy to run offense through. He's not really a hub. None of these guys are ready yet. And KD is literally, I don't know. I couldn't
carrying them. And
I wouldn't say carry. I wouldn't say carry because they're rebounding is what's carrying.
For sure ain't doing no carry.
But it's not what it used to be because now Steven Adams is out of the lineup, right? With Steven Adams being out of the lineup, your offensive rebounding has definitely suffered.
It's just the IQ of the team is just like if you see somebody getting blitz, you don't come to the ball. It's like it's just certain stuff that as basketball players you should just know instinctively to do. None of these guys do any of that.
But Delsky, when you're getting blitzed, the one thing you don't do is crab dribble to half court.
Yeah,
but you know what?
It was a terrible game by KD. I'm not gonna defend none of that.
We're not gonna get into that just yet.
Yeah,
I promise you guys. I have a special segment for the Rockets versus the Lakers. We're gonna talk all about that. Chat. I'm gonna give you guys exactly what you want. But as of right now, fellas,
what you want? No, not what they want. What you want?
All right, I'm gonna get in chat what you want, Delsky. When we get to that segment, you know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna alter my agenda. We're gonna talk about what you want to talk about for that game. All right. But as of right now, me and Ox gotta run a 2-man game right quick. We gotta run a pick and roll. And we gotta talk about the best damn app on the net right now. The best thing going for you guys, best thing going for us, the best thing going for everybody, because we all know that it's March. And with March, you know what comes? Brackets. The brackets are out, but you know what's way more exciting than filling out a boring ass bracket? It's picking your spots in the NCAA Tournament Survivor on Splash Sports. Yes, they have Survivor tournaments on Splash where if you get it right, you move on to the next round, and the last person standing will take home a nice, healthy chunk of cheese. And when I say healthy, check this out. Because if you haven't heard about the Survivor on Splash Sports, it's simple. You choose one team per round. If they advance, you survive. You keep surviving, and you keep surviving, and you keep competing for over $5 million. $5 million in cash prizes on Splash Sports. Yes, you are competing for a healthy amount of change. And this is the perfect place to do it because, well, it's just better than the brackets, because with the brackets, you have 63 games that you got to pick from, and you have to get 63 games right, and you have to basically be perfect. And who in the hell is going to get 63 games right? It almost makes it not fun, because at that point you just get the guessing, and you have to have some miraculous wins and upsets and all of that. But that's not the case with Splash Sports and their NCAA Tournament Survivor, because you're making one real pick. You get to examine all the matchups that you actually know about, or you get to focus and hone in on specific teams and specific matchups, and then you get to make a strategic pick. And it just hits different because you're focusing on one game as opposed to focusing on 63 games. Once again, Splash Sports has over $5 million in guaranteed Survivor contests for NCAA basketball tournaments. They have contests at every price point too, so you can enter in at $1,000, or you can enter in at $500, or you can simply enter in at $5. But the cool part about it is, regardless of what is your barrier to entry, your outcome will be matched by that. So if you enter in at $5, you have an opportunity to win $25,000. If you enter in at $1,000, you have an opportunity to win $3 million. They have so many contests for anybody, depending on what you want to put in. So once again, the biggest thing is when you do download the app and when you do use our promo code CHOICE, you will get $50 in quick picks that you can use when you play your first 5. But the cool thing about it is, if you enter any Survivor contest for NCAA basketball on Splash Sports, you will still get that $50. So enter a contest, redeem your $50, go ahead and cash out and make your one correct pick and keep surviving and advancing. And ultimately, use that free play for your DFS game, because Splash Sports has the best multipliers in the game. And I do want to show you guys what's going on. Big guys, can you share your screen? I do want to show you guys exactly what it is and what the contests are that they have. But remember, use code CHOICE. Get $50 when you play just $5. And this is what it is, y'all. These are the different contests that they have. You can see there's a $3 million Survivor Madness. You can see it's a $1 million Survivor Madness, $250K Survivor Madness. And as you can see, Ox, can you zoom in a little bit? As you can see, it's different barriers to entry. So one, you have $1,000, you can win $1 million. This one, you have $25, you can win $250K. And, you know, it's a different amount of people that can join every different contest. $100, win $50K. $25, win $100K. So you choose what price point you want to jump in, and from there, that will determine how much you'll get paid out. So that's that. We'll see you guys in the winner's circle. You guys go ahead, join these contests, make you a little bit of money. Download Splash Sports, use code CHOICE, and we'll see you guys in the winner's circle.
Let's get this money, man.
I'm getting into that winner's circle with the Survivor NCAA tournament joint. I'm definitely getting into that, Ron. Yes. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can get some bread there. Mm-hmm.
I usually do good when it's March Madness time.
Yeah. I usually suck when it comes to March Madness because in that first weekend is when my bracket get lit on fire because some sorry ass crew like I don't know High Point or some shit like that throws a monkey wrench in my whole bracket. Because Dell, I might have somebody like Michigan State going to the Final Four, and then here come Liberty, a 15 seed beating them. Man, get y'all bum asses out the tournament. This lit my bracket on fire.
That's the thing I look out for mostly. I usually hit on like those 12 versus 7s. Or what? That's 12
5.
12 is 5. 12 5. 12 5. I mean 12 5. Yeah, 12 5 7 10, right? 12 5 7 10. Yeah. Those ones right there, because usually you could catch like a good mid-major. If you pay attention to like the conference tournaments, you watch one of them good mid-majors that get that 12 or 10. And then you see which one of those power conference teams are going to play that got the 5 or 7 that has been kind of struggling throughout the year. And especially if that mid-major got a bunch of juniors and seniors on it. Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm taking them.
Hey, do not sleep. Ox just brought up a really interesting point, ladies and gentlemen. Do not sleep on the mid-majors with grown-ups running up on a bunch of kids. And then y'all wondering, like, how the hell did Campbell beat Duke? Because y'all got a bunch of y'all got a bunch of 18 and 19-year-olds. It's a bunch of 20 and 21, 22-year-olds on this group. They looking at y'all like, man, yo, get these kids out of here. You whooping these boys' ass.
That's what Indiana did in college football. They had grown men on that team.
24,
25, 23.
24 and 25 is insane, but
it was guys on the team that went to like the what do you call the evaluation process for the NFL, and Indiana paid them more to stay in college. So these guys are NFL players. Right. Indiana paid them more just to stay in college another year. These are the type of guys that they was playing. Grown man.
That's the name of the game now, man. The NIL, like, man, I could stick around a little longer now.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, so we go. Hold on, go ahead, Chill, because I'm gonna change it up.
It just looked real quick, Ron. It looked really tricky when it comes to the NCAA tournament because when you got teams like, I mean, it's whenever there's a one game elimination, like anybody could beat anybody, but you have to come into the tournament if you are, I don't know, Ox. Let's just say for the sake of argument, Ox, that you are, because I know you love ballers. You Texas Tech, like we ain't losing to Akron. We better than y'all. I don't care what y'all do.
Somebody's going to get popped, though. So I think in 33 in the last 33 NCAA tournaments, or I think it's 33 out of the last 39, something like that. A 4 seed has gotten popped by a 12 seed. It's 4 and 12, right?
No, 4 and 13, 5 and 12.
Okay, so a 13 seed has popped the 4 seed, and it's crazy. Even higher of a percentage with 5 and 12.
Yeah, that 5 and 12, that 5 and 12 matchup round is going down. Like,
yeah, somebody's getting wrecked. Sure. Probably 2 of them too. But Chill, I'm glad you brought up Akron, and I'm glad in Delsky earlier you brought up Miami of Ohio. Both of those teams deserve to be in the tournament. They do. Yeah. Like to go and this is kind of simply even the title of the show with Atlanta. I don't care if you were beating up on Washington, the Nets, the Magic, and whoever else, the Kings. If you win 10 in a row,
rolling right now.
We gotta give y'all we gotta give you your credit. If you go 31, and I don't know their exact record, I think
31 and before that tournament, they were 31-0, Ron. 31 up, 31 down.
Chill, if you go 31-1, you deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. I don't care. The NCAA is that good. To beat 32 teams or to beat 31 teams at the Division I level, I don't care if it's a mid-major school. That is spectacular. You know how hard it is to win those games when teams are scouting against you. You got to be on every night. You going on the road, you traveling. These kids is in school. Like, bro, that's miraculous. Akron won the conference tournament, so obviously they got to get in. But both of the teams got to get in. One of them other schools from one of them SEC schools, go sit down because y'all had your opportunity, just like them.
It's not, and this is no knock to nobody, to people that haven't been around the basketball circuit a lot. Like I know us 5 up here, I know we've seen a lot of basketball. You know what I'm saying? We've traveled around, we watched a lot of basketball, high school level, college level, AAU, pro, whatever, right? there's so many really good basketball players that are playing in these mid-major conferences, in the Big Sky, in the Big West, in the all the American, all of these
Conference
leagues, like
USA,
Conference USA,
MAC,
all of the MAC, all of those. Like the WCC is a really good conference. Like
West
there's
Coast
a
Conference
lot.
is a damn good
There
conference. Yes,
is
it
a
is.
lot of really good basketball players out there playing basketball, and there's a lot of dudes that are like, well, I'm not gonna go to Arizona and fight to get 10 minutes a game when I could just go to Akron and know I'm going to play 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of dudes in these mid-major conferences that were taking visits to these power conferences, that were getting handwritten letters from Bill Self. Like a lot of these dudes made that choice.
Penn, I think it's interesting. And when I talk to you, I try to be as logical as possible. When you have rankings in college basketball, you're telling me, because this is at one point they were 30-0. They were ranked number 19 in the country. So you're telling me that as of today, there's only 18 teams in the country that you think are better than us. So regardless of what we do in our conference tournament, you think at the least we're a top 20 team in the country. So the at-large bids, the 32 bids that we get, that shouldn't matter. We're in. No questions asked. Everybody that you asked us to beat, we beat them. And as a result of that, you thought we were a top 20 team in the country. So then we get teams like the University of Idaho, who I think they lost 5 of their last 7, and they were the 7 seed going into their conference tournament in the Big Sky, and they ended up winning the Big Sky. That's not a tournament team. That's the play-in tournament that we talk about in the NBA all the time. We should not have that. When we have teams like Miami of Ohio, mid-majors, what we're going to have to do is we have to either get rid of the rankings, or we have to now look more to putting mid-major units more than one. You have to win your conference tournament. We have to do that more with those teams, because you got to Ox's point, you got a lot of teams in mid-major leagues that are tournament teams, legit tournament teams, and they should be in the tournament.
Well, I would ask a question, specifically like 2 questions. Number one, what is the big gap between these mid-major powerhouse teams and a powerhouse in the SEC or the Big 12? That would be the first thing.
I think. Well, I'm not sure. I would say coming up so far, I always thought it was kind of that center position, and kind of the size difference in the 2 guard. You know what I mean? Like I think those are kind of the biggest differences, is where we might have a 6'2", 6'3". Depth,
yeah,
maybe so. Okay, maybe so.
Because you got when you got Kansas, you got like 3 and 4 star guys on the bench at Kansas, as opposed to in the Atlantic 10, the 4th best team. You don't have many 3 and 4 star guys in your rotation. You might have
but
one.
you got juniors on the bench though.
You got older guys, yes you do. You got adults, sure you do.
You got grown men coming off the benches, as opposed to some kid that just got here that hasn't been playing that much. You know what I mean? These dudes are coming off the bench with experience. You know?
I could get with that.
And then the second question is, what's the difference between like a major star in the WCC and a major star in the SEC? Typically, for me at least, like going back historically, the WCC star is usually a lot older, probably a little bit undersized, still an analytics darling. I'm thinking of someone like Jonathan Mobo, just being like a major star in the WCC, right? I'm thinking about Malachi Flynn, because these are Raptor examples that I really honed in on at the time.
Yeah.
Older guys, 4-year seniors.
Okay, for the Pac-12.
Who?
Neither here nor there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just seeing like a lot more size in the SEC, and to the point of like going 30-0, 30-1 in one of these weaker conferences. I'm not disrespecting it. Obviously, like there's a lot of talent here, but when
to answer your question,
depth,
Ben,
yeah, go ahead.
To answer your question, Penn. So a guy like Dan, I think that the notoriety is the number one thing. So a guy like Darren Peterson, who is on the circuit and who was a top 5 player in the country, and he ends up going to Kansas, and he's already touted as that. He's a better player. When I go to St. Bonaventure, or when I go to Miami of Ohio as a freshman, I'm not as good as him. I could be that good one day, and I actually turn into that after 2, 3, maybe even 4 years. I actually turn into one of the best players in college basketball, and I need that time to grow. On top of that, the expectation for us to get busy at UMass or at Dayton isn't what it is at Kansas or at Michigan State, where I got to be awesome today. When I get to Michigan State, I got to be awesome right when I get there. When I get to Dayton or when I get to Akron, okay, we have time to build this program. And by the time I'm a junior and now we're in the top 20 in the country, it's a lot different. And now we're actually building something. So I think the difference in both the guy at a mid-major league who's the player of the year and the guy who's the guy in the mid-major league who's the player of the year and the guy who's the player of the year in a major league, I think he's already touted at that. I think he's more built in the mid-major league than he is already at the major leagues.
My biggest thing is, and Penn, like, we understand typically a mid-major school is not supposed to be better than a bigger school, than a Power 5 conference or Power 4 conference. I get that. But every year we come in, for the most part, we take one of these mid-major schools. We don't give them no credit. We put a dress on them and call them a Cinderella, and they come and they run the table. And I think it's more schools that could potentially do that. However, whether there's more or not, I'm talking specifically about Akron and Miami of Ohio. Now, I'm just going to throw Missouri out there, for instance. And this is no hate to Missouri, but Missouri, you went 10-8 in your conference. I know it's the SEC. I know it's the big bad SEC. You were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You came 8th in your conference.
No, that's not a tournament team, yo. No.
That's the point. But chill, here's also the thing too. Even if it's not a tournament team, because you can use your eyes and be like, okay, they got these players, they got a good ass team. They won some big games against some upper echelon teams as well. This team is a very good team. You can use your eyes and do that. This is my only thing. Miami of Ohio, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for them, and they earned it. They 100% earned it. Missouri has the opportunity to do this again next year because they're in the SEC. They're going to get new recruits, and they can do this every single year. They have the opportunity to do this every single year. Miami of Ohio literally has to have a perfect season basically to get into the NCAA tournament and have this. And you guys put them as the last 4 team in. They got to play their way in. I just think that's unfair. Like this team gets to do this one time. SEC teams could do it every year.
So 2 things, Ron. One, you have mid-major, you have major teams playing in mid-major leagues. And then you also have mid-major teams playing in major leagues. I'll give Gonzaga as an example. Gonzaga has now what league are they in now? Are they still in the West Coast Conference? Is that correct?
They're leaving next year.
They're moving though. Yeah.
Now that's a major league team playing in a mid-major league. I think
Absolutely.
I think that what Coach did in terms of building that program and them consistently, and this has been going on since the 90s. Like this has been going on since the 90s. But then we got teams that are in major leagues who haven't been good for years, like Minnesota. Like Minnesota is in the Big Ten, or Nebraska, who Nebraska actually had a good year. Just so you guys know, these are how many games they've won in the NCAA tournament. And they've been to the NCAA tournament more than once. And this is a team that's been in the Big Ten for years. Never won a game in the NCAA tournament. So that's a mid. I think they're a mid-major school, mid-major basketball program playing in a major league.
St. Mary's is one of those schools too. Like St. Mary's was the only team.
They might be they might be a major league team playing in a mid-major league. Ox.
They definitely are. But either way it goes, shout out to Miami of Ohio. You guys already know it's March. It's going down. But before we move on, any like bold predictions or anything you guys are looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Texas winning the women's bracket. So I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to Tennessee getting their ass smoked. Tennessee ain't got no business in the damn tournament. Ox, get them chicks out of here, man. Losing 10 of their last 12 games, Ron, losing 7 straight. That is not a tournament team. I don't know who the hell put them in the tournament. Get their asses out of here. Hell no. They end up taking a spot from somebody else. I don't know who, but they end up taking a spot from somebody else who actually deserved to be in the tournament. No, Tennessee is not a tournament team. No, this is the same team that their coach said not once, Penn, but she said it more than once, that her team quit on her. She said that. in front of a microphone that her team quit on her. So no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm also disappointed that Columbia didn't make it on the women's side. I know I talk about Megan Griffith a lot. She's my favorite coach in college basketball. But Princeton got that Ivy League bid. But
The woman in Harvard, actually, she's a good coach too. She's a really good coach. Yep. But Ron, to Ox's point, Madison Booker, the best player in the country. I think Texas is winning the national championship. I said it to you dudes in October. Y'all thought I was crazy, and I'm still standing on it. Madison Booker is the best player in the country.
Yeah. Jill, I'm so glad you put us on to her. For real. But
don't make that
either
face,
way it
Ox.
goes-
Do not do that, Ox. Don't make that
Let
face.
me get
Ox.
him out of here.
Yeah, don't make that face,
Ox
Ox.
is disgusting, man.
No, he is. Ox is so nasty.
Nah. Get up out of here.
no,
man.
stop. Y'all, we're not finna do this because I've been telling y'all about Madison Booker for 3 seasons.
No,
now.
you have not, Ox. You've been on Juju. Let's see. Who else you been
Yeah, he
on?
was on- yeah, he was on-
that's
you on
not.
Juju? You
Brian,
on the
stop
other
playing
chick?
with me. I'm not gonna do this with y'all. I'm not gonna do
Yes,
this.
you
with y'all.
are, Ox.
No, I'm not.
You was on Juju?
Because
You was on
no,
Juju?
no,
The big-
because
the other-
y'all
the
didn't
other big
even
girl
know who
from
Madison
USC?
Booker. No, y'all was not. I never said anything about no big girl at USC.
He was on Flagey.
No, stop. No, stop. Because when Rory Harmon tore her ACL, Madison Booker's rookie year, I told y'all about Madison Booker when she was because she came in as a small forward, and I told y'all about Madison Booker because she was playing the point guard for Vic Schaefer. Vic Schaefer put her at the point guard, and she was cooking. That was not this season, not last season, but the season before that. I can't believe this is happening right now.
Yeah, I don't remember this happening, but I mean,
I've heard Ox
Chat-
talk.
the chat
I've
say
heard
that.
Ox talk about her a lot.
Ron, you're a liar. You're nasty, bro. You're nasty.
Hey, all I know is I've said what I said, and I still stand on it. Hey, Hannah Hill Doggo will be in that Sweet 16, and we'll go ahead and pop. Hold on, who they got? Let me see. In the Sweet 16, they'll end up playing. Oh yeah, they'll end up playing Vanderbilt, and she gonna get back on Vanderbilt, and they'll be in the Elite Eight.
All right.
And they got to play UConn, and I just
How y'all feeling about?
It was-
I'll reserve
it
my
was
judgment.
fun.
How y'all
way.
feeling
It
about
was
Houston
fun.
and Kingston Flemings this year? Y'all think they
I
got a
got
chance
Houston
at
in
the
the
Final
national.
Four?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I got them in the
Houston
national.
tough.
I got them losing to Arizona in the national championship.
So Houston
I made 2 brackets. Yeah, I got them. I got one of them where I got them losing to UConn in the Final Four, and the other one I got them losing to Arizona in the national championship. Yeah, I think Houston is that good.
Houston should, and I don't want to say this lightly or loosely, but they should walk into the Elite Eight. They should handle North Carolina if they see them. They should handle Illinois if they see them. St. Mary and Texas A&M, they should handle the winner of that game. And then on the other side, it's really
Florida
Florida.
gonna be trouble. Florida gonna be trouble. Yes.
Yeah.
Florida is gonna be trouble. But other than Florida, not if I'm looking at the bracket correctly, Ron, yeah, they should handle these other dudes. They should handle Illinois. Illinois got a good team, but they should handle Illinois. They should smoke Texas A&M. I ain't saying that they should beat Texas A&M. They should smoke them.
I hope they do. I hope it is Houston, Illinois. I want to see that game. I'm pretty sure Houston will get them, but I want to see because I like the kid over there. Not Lil Peja, but
Wagler?
you know what I'm talking about, Ron. Yeah. I want to see. I want to see if he can show up against them.
Shout
This
out
dude
Wagler.
said that this is Houston worst team in years, and they're number 2 seed. This is a worst team in years, and they're number 2 seed in the tournament. What does that say?
I mean,
what does that say about
Houston,
them?
Houston's been good though. Like the last
been really
5
good.
years,
Hell yeah.
they've been ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's
They're number
one
2
of their-
seed in the tournament, Rod.
He
It's
putting
one
on
of
a
their
coaching
youngest
clinic over there.
teams in a few years as well. But they still got some of those dudes from last year's championship runs. So
The thing I dig about their coach, and I'm on record saying this, I know we got to move on, Ron, but the thing I dig about their coach, he is not recruiting in Beverly Hills. He going to get the dudes in Jersey City. He downtown in Booker T Projects. Come play for me. He in Duncan Projects. You come play for me. Yes, that's what he got on his crew. I love that.
Speaking of playing, anybody up here want to check ball? Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, on to the super chats. We're in the crunch time chat segment. My man Jordan Reed sent through a $20 super chat and said, shout out to my LA Lakers last night, but that fourth quarter from both teams was terrible offensively. Both teams were shooting under 30%. I don't know what the hell happened to KD, but he only put up 2 points in the second half, and Houston had too many turnovers.
When it comes to
Including
KD,
him.
you can finally read, huh?
Those 2 points don't even count.
If a super chat be hating on KD, Ron can
Or
suddenly
James
read.
Harden.
Damn. All right.
I think it's interesting,
Did I
Ron,
read
that
it
you
clearly?
can read when it comes to KD.
You read it
Your-
perfectly.
Did I
Your
read it
point, Dell.
clearly?
That bucket that he got out, the game's already over, by the way.
It was over. Like,
Yeah,
Ron,
get-
you deserve an
that
Oscar
game's
for how
already
you
over.
read that shit. You know what I mean? Like he read it and then he slowed
Yeah.
down and it was like perfect intonation and he even repeated the part that he wanted you to hear. Man,
That's crazy.
shout outs to the hating, man.
Hey, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to ask y'all a quick question. Quick yes or no. Chat. Quick yes or no. In the second round of the tournament, is there any possibility that Audi Crook can carry them over UConn?
No.
No.
It's not just no.
No. Okay.
See,
Okay.
It's not just Audi over there though. It's not
Right.
just Audi.
Right,
Audi
but
got a squad with her.
she's gonna have to be the one to turn up. But I'm just curious. I don't got him being UConn. I don't got him, but I'm saying that's one to look out for. That's one where if your rent's paid, if all your bills are paid, go ahead and put that 100 down. Just see what
Yeah.
happens.
Shout out Jada Williams because she liked that.
No doubt.
Hey, AZ know who Jada Williams is. So I'm.
Nah,
Even
Juju
though
was there?
Adi have to.
Juju was there with her? Okay, we got something.
If Juju was at Iowa State,
Oh, we talking about the wrong team. Never mind.
I'm about to say God. But okay, I just want to ask a quick question. Just a quick question. That's all.
Yeah. No, I don't think they can handle.
I'm not being nasty, Steph. I'm just asking questions, Chad. I'm just asking
I don't
questions.
think that's nasty.
why-
at
why-
all.
why is it a
Iowa
nasty
State-
question?
Iowa
You
State
think
got-
you think Audi is the best player in that game?
No, I said Jada
think
because she's a guard.
I think Adi can
Ken,
get with
I know
Sarah.
you think
I know you
Sarah
love
Strong is the
Sarah.
best. Yeah, I know you think Sarah Strong is the best player in the name. I didn't bring up AZ because I think she's like their star player or anything like that, even though she kind of is. But I brought her up because Jada Williams plays guard, and they'll more than likely be faced off against each other. And they both
This
were
is what-
5-star
this-
prospects
this is what I
coming
think,
into
Pen.
college.
I think that Sarah Strong is the best player in that game. That's what I think. But I do think that on any given night, Adi's impact can match that, and if not dwarf that. You know what I'm saying? Like when Adi's really rolling, it's really nothing like. You know what I'm saying? And Adi can't do nothing with Sarah either. So that's all I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. But we all know Adi's good to we could wake up in the morning and see Adi mess around and have 42 and 20. You know what I mean? So
And they can
When you
still
gotta-
lose by 30.
that
Ox,
doesn't really happen.
where's Crooks in your estimation, Ox? Because you're the women's basketball aficionado up here. I mean, I watch, but I'm not like that. Would that be
Him?
Stop, Ron. Yeah, not you. Stop, Ron. Would that being
He
said,
didn't even know Madison Booker was the best player in the nation.
Oh my God, Ron. What you were saying?
Go ahead,
Chill?
Chill.
as I was saying, Ox, as I was saying, Crooks, where is she in terms of the best players in the country? You think she's a top 5 player in the country?
I don't know about top. I mean, like impact wise, yeah.
Like we can have a
Y'all know-
conversation about her, or
Yeah, I
hell
mean,
yeah.
absolutely, because she's damn near unstoppable when she gets that ball in position. And for a big girl, she's light on her feet. The only thing is that she just can't really move on that defensive end. Like she's like, I know people are playing around in the chat, but she's like Jokic. Like there's no help side really coming from her if she's not already in position. That's why I just keep saying like if she all she got to do is lose a little weight, and I think she's gonna be one of the best ones. But if she doesn't, I don't know what she's gonna be able to do like in the W or anything like
the
that.
reason why I asked you that, Ox, is because if you think she's in the conversation of being a top 5 player in the country, if I got a top 5 player, arguably in the country on my team, we got a chance against anybody. Now, what happens when we get on the floor, that's something different. But if I got somebody of this stature on my crew, I don't care who you put in front of us. We got a chance against y'all.
Well, and that's the thing, too, because UConn absolutely has a top 3 player in the country, and arguably 2 top 7 players in the country. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing with that. But yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to know what y'all thought. If y'all thought that Adi could possibly get it done.
Hey, but chill though. Like on the
I
women's
think
side,
they got
and
the
this,
best two players in that game. I think AZ Fudd and Sarah Strong, the best two players in that game.
Absolutely not.
I'm just all right.
I ain't mad at you though. I feel you, but nah, as he's not on. Audi.
shout out to Jada. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Jada. But like on the women's side of things, like I know to the chat, I know you guys don't really pay too much attention to women's basketball and all of that. I'm here to let you guys know, whether you want to hear it or not, the star power on the women's side this year, even without Juju, is through the roof. Sarah Strong.
So we ain't just got a Caitlin Clark thing going on.
No,
So we got a bunch of ballers out.
No, chill.
It was
And
never
like-
just a Caitlin Clark thing.
But chill. Like imagine, and not necessarily to this level, but imagine there being 10 Caitlin Clarks. Now, don't take that at face value. I'm not saying that all.
But a
these
bunch of
girls are
ballers is what you're saying.
It is 10 girls that are playing out of their
We
mind
got a
right
bunch
now.
of ballers
Out
All
of their
I can deal with
mind.
that.
Sarah Strong is playing out of her mind. She's a superstar. Michaela Blakes, y'all don't even know about Michaela Blakes. Michaela Blakes, she's on pace to break all of Caitlin Clark's scoring records. And we're
That's
not even
cool.
talking about her. She's
cool, but
on
don't act
pace
like
to
none
break
of
all
these-
of her records.
Don't act like none of these girls on Juju level. It's all cool though. It sounds good.
But that's what I'm saying. No, Juju's not even playing this year, and there's 10 other superstars. Aaliyah Chavez, just a freshman. She hasn't even really got her just due. Just simply because she's young. Lauren Betts, Madison Booker, Olivia Miles.
Don't forget Olivia. Yeah, she over there. At TCU.
Hey, Olivia Miles is still running around doing Magic Johnson shit in college. Like I'm telling y'all, like this crop of girls is ridiculous, and y'all know who's the best player in the nation.
Do we? I know you're gonna say
Hannah
him,
Hill
but
Dabo.
okay, I know you're gonna say him.
Like,
But
No,
look,
it's not.
look, I'm
No, it's not.
I'm saying that bracket, that Sacramento 4 bracket, bro. You got South Carolina, you got USC, you got TCU. You know what I'm saying? You got Iowa. That's a crazy bracket over there. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. Look out for TCU too, y'all. Because TCU could put. Nah, Don ain't going for that. South Carolina got that one, but either way. Oh, okay, either way. My bad, y'all. I ain't want to derail.
All right, well, sorry y'all for Ox doing that, but now we back on track.
Listen, we never got off the track. I don't know if y'all noticed, but this is a basketball show, not just a pro basketball show. We talk basketball up here. I want to make sure that we clear on that. We talk mostly pro basketball, but this is a basketball show. So we don't just talk pro basketball. We talk basketball.
And speaking of that, it's almost about that time. It's almost about that time, yo. It's almost that time. Hey, don't worry about it, y'all. I know y'all bored with the NBA. Don't worry about it. Real Hoops is on the way.
Real hoops is crazy.
Don't worry about it. The best
Yeah,
basketball
NBA
player in the
playoffs?
world. The best basketball player in the world is coming to save the day. Don't worry about it.
Just so you guys know, and we were in Phoenix for the WNBA Finals. I'm actually glad that we was on the tunnel where Phoenix came out, because I think my big fella would have passed out if we was on the other tunnel where the Aces. Because if Asia Wilson would have ran by my boy, he might have stopped her. He might have stopped her. Like, hold on, before you go, he might have said something to her.
Hey,
Whoever come out first, if it's Chelsea or Asia, whoever come out first, I'm grabbing somebody.
yeah, you better hope it's Chelsea. Otherwise, you're gonna be in a sleeper hole from a 6'10" nigga in Miami.
Hey, I wonder what shoes was Bam wearing when he scored 83.
He wasn't wearing no Asia Wilson shoes. Relax, Ox. God.
Okay, because you know what shoes I was hooping in this weekend.
I seen him with my own two eyes.
I'm just saying, I represent. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, hey, Delsey, you better stay out my way.
WNBA single game record. What's the
Is
WNBA single
Nafisa
game
coming
record?
back?
It's Asia.
Nafisa's out.
She
She's probably
the
gonna
whole
miss the first 2 months. She'll probably miss the first 2 months.
What's
Well,
the
I'm real-
WNBA single game point record?
It's Asia. She scored 53.
53.
I think she's. I don't think that. I don't know if that's the record.
I'm
I
pretty
know
sure
that's
it's right.
the. I know that's the
No,
most.
it
That's the
is,
most
it
for
is.
active players. Is it? Okay.
No, that's I'm pretty sure it's 53.
Mhm.
What?
Mhm.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
Is 70 touchable in the WNBA? 70?
No, oh Oh yeah, because Liz.
Yes,
Oh,
53.
so she tied Liz. She tied
Liz.
Liz. I thought Liz had a little. Yeah, she tied Liz.
Shout
They
out
both got
Liz,
53.
man. Hey, Liz really should still be in the league if she wasn't a crash out.
Remember
Yeah,
that was
super
together in Vegas.
Oh, Liz is
Remember
stupid.
Asia, Liz, and Chelsea was
Yeah,
all
yeah.
together before Kelsey. Well, no, I think Kelsey had one season with him too.
Can you get a hold of yourself? Get a hold of yourself, Liz. Because you killing us.
Fucking
I
psycho,
seen Liz Cambridge one time in person. It's the craziest shit you ever seen in your life. You think you seeing an alien, yo.
She's
She's
big as hell, ain't she?
legit 6'9", and she was wearing heels.
Liz Cambridge
Like,
better hope she
I
don't
was
see
just
me
like,
in person.
what the fuck? I seen tall girls before. We played basketball with tall women, but holy shit, man, you've
I'm
never
scared of
seen
you.
a 7-foot woman like that. And she is
Toss your
Beautiful.
ass, toss
She's
your big ass
beautiful as
around like a
hell,
beach
too.
ball. Ain't nobody scared of you.
Yeah, hey, chill. We see Liz All-Star Weekend. You gonna be like, focus, Ron.
Please.
Ron.
Big fella over here. Yo, hey, my man.
But we're gonna move on to the rest of these super chats. We're gonna read a couple more of these. I do want to talk about that Lakers and Rockets game. We'll
Please.
circle back around to that because we got to spend some time on that.
Mhm.
Also, too, I want to talk about I know I sent you guys the topics. Dale Pin, my bad for sending you guys the topics late. I know you guys aren't like chilling Knox where we could just popcorn topics and you guys could, jump in the mix. However, I know y'all can't really do that, but my bad. I did mean to put Celtics and Suns on there because Devin Booker and Jaylen Brown put on an absolute clinic last night.
You trying to say
we gotta talk
me and
about that.
Delsky don't think quick on our feet? Is that what you're trying to tell us right now?
That's what it sound like, Pen.
We not
It sound like you ain't quick
All
on
right,
your
let's
feet,
see
brother.
about it.
I'm letting them be a show.
PCL right now. PCL
Yeah,
right
it
now.
sound-
Come on.
Sound like
Nah.
you sound like
Hey,
you
let's
can't
do it,
handle
Ron.
us.
PCL right now.
I mean,
come on.
for this to for real make sense, it would be me and Delsky against two of you. How about you, Ron?
Oh, I got a host.
Exactly.
Hey,
Allegedly.
Ron, we was
Allegedly.
doing what happened to that? We was doing that segment, a weekly segment. It was supposed to be like on Wednesdays. It only took 10 minutes. Why we not doing that no more?
Man,
We
because
gotta get back to that, Ron.
guys started acting like they didn't want to participate. Low
Who
management.
wouldn't want to participate in that? That's
Hey, I
dope.
mean, you
That was
could
fun.
use your imagination and see who was acting like they didn't want to be involved, and Cass wasn't taking it serious. So it was like
man, let's damn all that, Ron. Let's get it on right
it's
now.
like
Give
it's
us
like
some topics.
All-Star Weekend.
So we look, we got it right now. It's 4 of us. That's gonna be 1 round, and then 2. That's only 3 total rounds. It's gonna take us 5 minutes. Let's get it on right now. Come on.
Do it.
You want to do it, Delsky?
Yes, absolutely. That was so fun.
Swing
All
the
right,
pill.
come on.
Swing the pill.
Hey, chat, drop some topics. Drop some topics, chat.
I'm with-
But it got to be
I'm-
some good ones though.
I'm with Ox. My sneakers is already laced up. Like who want to run? Let's go.
Come on, man. We don't duck phase around here,
Oh,
bro.
what's up? Who want to
You
rock?
sure you don't?
Nah,
Never.
never. Wanna
Never.
run. In the meantime, Ron, let's read some super chats. How about that? Let's read some super chats in the meantime.
Oh, it's crunch time segment. You're right.
Let's do that. Mm-hmm.
All right. The next super chat that I got is from Bob Solo. You know what Bob got to say? He said, "Y'all sleep on the Knicks. LOL. Knicks is one of 3 teams that have a top 10 offense and defense. Boston and the Spurs. But Brunson and Cat don't play defense. Also, top 6 team in pace. 50 wins. 3 from the East. Go New York. Go."
Okay, just because you got a top 10 defense in the league does not mean that your 2 best players are the reason for that.
Exactly.
Let's be clear about that. Cat is a glass cleaner, and I will always big up Cat for that. But there's a reason why teams go after him specifically. They go after him because he plays drop and he's way deep in drop coverage. That's why Jamal Murray is sticking that 17-footer. That's why Cade Cunningham is knocking down that mid-range because Brunson is too small to stay with him in that area. He can just shoot right over the top of him. Same logic with Jalen Brunson or any of those other guys. Cat, his strength is his ability to stop plays and rebound. That's great. But when we're talking about being on ball, I mean, you got better defenders. I would like for Nickeil, I'd like to know from you guys, what happened to Nickeil as a defender? Because I would love to get that all-league defender back. The guy who was negating screens, the guy who was a great on-ball defender, a guy who could actually play and stay in front of a guy for longer than 5 seconds. I don't know what he looks real average as a defender today, and I don't know what happened to him. I don't.
You'll see it again in the playoffs.
I would hope so, to be honest with you, because they need him as a defender to be solid. I'm not saying that I'm going to get back the all-league potentially defensive player of the year defender in Nickeil. I don't think I'm going to get that back.
He
but
ain't
I
never
feel
been
like he
that
should
level.
be. Yes, he was.
Defense.
I actually think he should. I think
Defensive
that
player of the year, Chill, as a wing.
exactly.
You think he was at that level? No.
I actually think he was. Actually, to be honest with you, I think he was better than Marcus Smart that year. I do. I think he was better than Marcus Smart that year.
I don't think that's crazy.
Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year. Absolutely, I do. I do believe that. I don't expect him to get back to that.
Smart won that.
I don't expect him. You say that one more time, Dale.
I still don't know how Marcus Smart won that award.
Well, he was on the best defense. He was on the best defense in the league. He was on the best defense in the league on the best team. So I mean, that's the way that they ended up doing that. Even though they had another dude on the team, and Robert Williams, who was also, I think Robert Williams was first team all defense too, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Nickeil Bridges, I don't expect him to get back to being a first team all league defender or anything of that nature, but I expect him to be better than what he is because he seems to die a lot on screens. His one-on-one defense seems to be average, maybe above average. He could definitely be better than that. You guys have seen players who you know that they're better than what they're showing, and I feel like that's who Nickeil Bridges is for me on defense, particularly. I feel like he's better than what he's showing.
All right,
he's switchable. He still got that. He can guard 2-3 positions, but he's not like a dominant rim protector. His motor isn't great, as you mentioned. He doesn't get around screens that well. He's not physically. He used to be better at it. Yeah. I just think he was such a well-conditioned athlete, and his role on offense allowed him to dial up that much energy defensively. I think a lot of it was motor, motor, conditioning, technique. But yeah, like he's never had like the physical gifts necessarily that like Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green have. I don't think he's ever been a better defender than Draymond Green. I'm gonna just say that. There's no year of their careers to where they both played in the NBA where I think he's a better defender than Draymond.
I won't argue that point, but I mean, in terms of, I don't think physically you have to be, this stature in order to be a great defender. Because I think that there's plenty of guys that I've seen who aren't, physically dominant, but are damn, like Marcus Smart isn't a physically dominant guy, but I think he's a damn good defender.
Marcus Smart is physically dominant, show like for a guard, he's 6'4". He is insanely athletic. He is stupidly strong.
It's his strength. His strength.
Like chill. To be physically dominant, you don't have to be Vince Carter, LeBron James, and Victor Wembanyama. Like you could just be an atypical specimen for your position. Drew Holiday is a great example.
That's who I was thinking
Holiday
about.
Is stupidly he is so unique in terms of his. Yeah,
remember Marcus used to get switched on to big power forwards like Julius Randle.
He was guarding KD last night.
That's exactly it.
Marcus Smart has been able to guard 1 through 4, 1 through 5, because he was even checking Joel during like those playoff matchups. Marcus Smart is for sure he uses his strength. That's his biggest asset on defense.
Sure,
is his strength,
low center of gravity
center of gravity. Yeah, you can't move him.
But we've also had wiry guys who are damn good defenders. Like we don't necessarily have to be physically dominant to just be.
But
KD for an example, I think KD is a damn good. I think KD's a good defender.
The best example
KD is wiry.
Andre Kirilenko was a great defender. He was very wiry. But once again, look at the physics of Andre Kirilenko. Look at how quickly he jumps. Look at the second jump. Look at the vert. Look at the arms. He is atypical. Great defenders tend to be atypical for their positions. You're talking about Scotty Barnes, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Rudy Gobert. These are all outliers.
These guys are.
If you do athletic testing on these guys, they will test the 99th percentile in like 18 departments.
Those guys are physically imposing though too. Don't leave that part out. I mean, when you talk
Chet
about guys like
physically imposing.
Yeah, he's 7'3".
Yeah, that's what I mean. When you're that big,
tall and he's 180 pounds, dripping wet. Like,
he's bigger than that.
Wingspan.
But you guys got to understand, we're playing basketball.
Isaac.
Sure.
Like being, we're not playing on a defensive line. We're not playing strong in the middle of a football.
But size
field.
does matter, though, Ron. I'm like,
but no, I'm saying chill. But here's the thing, though. Like a Nickeil Bridges type of build. I wouldn't say Chet Holmgren just because he's very light in the draws, but a Nickeil Bridges type of build, that is a typical elite defender. like having those being long, wiry, having those in quick and agile. That's what you want your defender to be for the most part. Like Nickeil Bridges has all the tools. Like you said, he's not physically dominant. Yeah, he might not be physically dominant, but as a defensive build, I'm 6'8", 6'7", 6'8". My arms damn near touch my knees, so my arms are in passing lanes. I'm able to disrupt anything you do. I'm fast laterally. I can guard that. Also, Nickeil Bridges now I can guard because since I'm skinny and quick at my size, I can guard 1 through 4 off the dribble on the perimeter. Like Nickeil Bridges is like, if you're talking about a defender, that's a prototypical build. And like Andre Karolinko, that is a prototypical build for a perimeter defender or a guy that can just do anything. Scotty Barnes, I'm 6'9", and I'm that long, and like the way that I'm built, I can guard anybody. So like I'm a train wreck on defense.
I mean, Nickeil Bridges is what is he? I think he's closer to 6'5", 6'6" than he is to 6'6". Yeah, I think he's closer to 6'5", something like that. But I say that to say, when I think about guys being physically imposing, to your point, Penn, I think about Malone, right? I think about Garnett. I'm thinking about guys who, or Wemby, a guy who I can't really see the basket when I'm trying to go to the basket because he's there. Like or Ron Artest is a prime. I'm sorry, Meta World Peace. I remember watching Meta when I was younger, thinking to myself, I would need a lot of shots to score against him because and the shots that I do get, they better be good because I'm not going to get a lot of good shots against him because of how physically imposing he is. 6'7", 6'8". He looks like he about 240 pounds, and he looks like a literal brick wall. Like you can't move him. Like when I think about guys physically imposing, maybe it's because Marcus Smart, his body doesn't really look like it's, sliced up. Maybe he's a lot stronger than what I think he is, but he doesn't really strike me as a guy who's physically imposing. That doesn't take away from how awesome he is as a defender, because I do think he's fantastic. But physically imposing, I'm not looking at him thinking that, damn, I got to deal with him, as opposed to Drew Holiday.
I think of defense as the opposite of offense, because it is, right? And it's basically everything you could do on offense, I got to have a counter to it defensively. So if you want to post me up, that means I got to have a strong base. If you want to blow past me, that means I got to have good recovery, good lateral quickness. If you want to get me to switch, that means I got to have good gap help, good awareness. If you want to try and, blow past my guy and maybe pass it off, I got to have good recovery at the rim.
Sure.
I look at guys like Derek White. And now a lot of people look at a guy like Derek White and be like, that's not really what makes him special. He don't look that special. You walk past him in a mall, you wouldn't even know he's a basketball player.
Right.
Yeah, the hell you wouldn't, right? Like he is prototypically built as a guard defender. Jalen Suggs, another one where it's like, do you really look at Jalen Suggs and be like, oh my God, like what makes him so special? The athleticism makes him special. The balance makes him special. The motor makes him special. The ability to get skinny around screens makes him special. The recovery and the vertical pop at the rim makes him special. How quickly he gets up to meet you at the apex of your shot as a rim protector makes him special. His motor makes him special. And just his keen hand-eye coordination makes him special. Sometimes, I'll be poking down at the ball and I'll be slapping your arm. But what about if I'm just 20% more accurate swiping down? I'm just 20% more accurate than the average player at just, poking it loose.
Sure.
That makes me a good defender. So it's just so many things that make you a good defender. But I think I brought this up once, pattern recognition, that part of it. And I think it's hard for someone to understand why someone like Oso Ighodaro is a good defender. He is a good defender.
Penn, can you, and really quickly, Ron, Penn, and I don't think people that you guys, not just you guys in the chat, but you guys that are listening, I don't think that you understand the importance of that. Penn, can you explain what pattern recognition is as a defender?
Yeah. So again, it's certain things that you see where a defender, like it could be on a very individual basis too. Like, let's just say I'm guarding you, Chill.
Sure.
Now, I don't have a lot of shot against you, right? I'm 5'11", 180 pounds. You probably 220, 6'5"?
4.
6'4"? Okay. So you're going to put me in the post. That means I gotta study your footwork on your turnaround. So you're going to beat me once. Then you're going to beat me twice going the other way. Then you're probably going to have a little pet move that you like to go to, like the little 1, 2, 3. So once I establish the rhythm, now I start to see where the holes are in your game. Now you do it to me 3 times. Now at this point, I have your game kind of figured out. I understand the rhythm that you like to go into the post. I know where you like to expose the ball. I know where your weaknesses are. I can see you left-hand or right-hand dominant. Now, when you turn it, poke. Now you're uncomfortable.
So you're paying attention to
I'm paying attention. I'm paying
patterns.
attention to your tendencies. I'm
Two
paying
dribble,
attention to where
pull
your
up.
feet are. I'm paying attention to everything. And as an undersized guard, you have to be so insanely smart. Two of the smartest undersized guards, 3 undersized guards, Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas, great defender, very pesky. Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet. Those guys, incredible attention to detail. They know exactly what that 1, 2, they know the gather. They know exactly where you're going to bring the ball up. They know which side you're more effective on. And once I figure out the rhythm of how you like to play basketball, my whole job is to disrupt that rhythm. So now, like, you start going into your pet move, I'm suddenly underneath you. Now I know you're about to turn your shoulder. Boom, you shoulder in my face. Boom. There's an offensive
You can't
foul.
do that. You can't do that unless you've studied it. And I feel like
But some people are quick studies, and that's what I talk about. Some people are really quick studies. So some people, they need to see it 50 times, 80 times. Their coach got to drill it. Some people see it 2-3 times. They're like, okay. Oso Ighodaro is a really good defender. I'm telling you, this dude on Phoenix is a really good defender. He don't have the physical, tools to be a great defender. I seen Brandon Ingram bait him into a couple fouls. The third time he did it, this guy fake jumped. Brandon Ingram thought he had him, but he didn't come off the ground because he saw it. He's like, I'm not going to make that same mistake 2 times and then make it a third time. It's just some people are like literally adapting as they go. They're like almost like artificial intelligence. You know what I mean? They got like that super processing speed. I think Drew Holiday like that. Jalen Suggs is like that. When you can match up like elite physical gifts with the pattern recognition and motor, you got special defenders.
Because this again, Ron, this was about Bob's super chat, and we talked about the Knicks in terms of their defense, and like they do have some trouble with both Cat and Jalen Brunson. And the fact that Jalen Brunson, which these are momentum changing plays, where Jalen Brunson will take a charge in the middle of the third quarter, he'll take a charge in the fourth quarter, and your lead guard will end up with a foul. That's foul number 4. Now he can't be as aggressive as a driver. In addition to that, or he'll take a charge on your big guy. Now that's foul number 5 on him, and he's got to sit down, which affects your rebounding. I do think that that's part of their defense that does help, but I feel like the other side of it, with both Cat and Jalen Brunson, where it can be such a problem. But because you got guys like Mikal Bridges, who I am hoping is better, because you got guys like OG Anunoby, who is as switchable as he is, the fact that Cat defensive rebounds, the fact that Mitchell Robinson defensive rebounds, that really helps their defense.
All right, fellas, we're going to move on to the next super chat. Before we do that, I want to shout out my man, Matthew Theodros. He just turned 22 today. I was on TikTok Live last night. He pulled up. He wanted me to give him a birthday shout out. So happy birthday to you. Appreciate you for tapping into the panel. Appreciate you for tapping in on TikTok. All of that good stuff. Hoops Never Stops sent through a $10 super chat and said, the 3-6 and the 2-7 side of the bracket in the West is up for grabs for real. The Wolves, Lakers, and Clippers should all feel like they can go to the conference finals from that side of the bracket. So with that being said, I'm actually going to throw this on the screen right now. Go ahead, Chill.
If you look at the standings, so 1-8. Yep, 1-8. That would be if it ended today, 1-8. That would be the Clippers, OKC. On the other side of that bracket, Spurs, Phoenix, which I think is going to be a better series than people think. I do think that San Antonio is going to beat them. And then staying on this side, staying on the 1-8 side, then you got the 3-6 matchup, which is Oklahoma City. I'm sorry, the Lakers and Minnesota. And then on the other side of that bracket, which would be the 4-5, that'd be Denver and Houston.
Denver and the Rockets.
Yeah, that he said that 2-7 on that side.
He's saying this side of the bracket right here, Chill.
Yeah.
So Lakers, Wolves, and then the Spurs versus the Suns or the Clippers.
I think Minnesota can beat the Lakers. I do.
Yeah,
I think that they could beat them. In fact, I think that they would beat them. Yeah, I do. That's the way I'm seeing. I think that they would beat them if they had to see them in the playoffs.
I got the Lakers, y'all.
Yeah, me too.
Why you like the Lakers against Minnesota, Ron? Is it because of Luka?
I told y'all yesterday. It's I just don't think the Wolves are that good, yo. And
I know how you feel about. I know how you
They
feel about
just
Minnesota.
did it
Ron.
last year.
yeah, but it's different. So the Wolves got worse. Lakers got better. Also, too.
Did the
I
Lakers
don't
get better though,
expect-
Ron?
Yeah.
Better how?
Absolutely. they
Better
got
how though? How did they get better?
Continuity, one more year. Luka's way better this year. In my opinion, he's
Austin
in
Reeves
better
is way
shape.
better.
Austin Reeves way better. DeAndre Ayton is as much as it pains me to say this. Oh my God, it pains me to say this. He is an upgrade over what they had last year, and he's playing
And they
okay.
had Marcus
Well, they didn't
Smart.
have anything last year. That's the problem.
I mean, they had Jackson Hayes and Christian
Still
Coloco.
playing more than him though. By the way,
And I think Luka might like playing better with Jackson Hayes than with Ayton.
and on top of
Everybody
that, Ron,
knows.
now I will give JJ Redick some credit. I don't know if you guys have recognized this, but JJ has made an adjustment with DeAndre Ayton where he ends up putting him in late in the game, and he ends up getting big time offensive rebounds. He'll end up getting layups. He'll end up getting a block or something like that. And this could go either way. This could be a good thing for DeAndre Ayton where he comes up big like he did last night, those 2 big buckets at the end of the game. And I know we're going to talk about that Houston game. Or it could also, and he also had that big block against Joker at the end of that Denver game. But this could also be something where, he fumbles the ball out of bounds or he misses a layup at the end of games. And people are like, why is he in the game? What the hell's going on? So this is one of those feast or famine kind of things when it comes to DeAndre Ayton. It's a risk, and it's been working out so far for JJ.
We got a series with
like
DeAndre Ayton and Rudy Gobert as the starting 2 centers. This might be the first series in league history where both teams lose.
We don't have a winner. No, we don't.
No, the league just quits.
Yeah, all I know, hoops never stops. That's who sent through the super chat.
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs is about to be fire. That's all I
And-
know, and they less than a month away.
Ron, if you
And
think
don't-
about the
and don't-
playoff, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Don't disrespect Rudy like that. If you switch Rudy and DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers will win the championship. I
agree with that.
Let's not do that with Rudy.
Say
I
what?
know
agree
Rudy.
with that.
Rudy is the
Pin,
butt
you
of
fight
a lot
that,
of
Pin?
jokes. Rudy
Hell
is
yeah,
a lot
I
of
like that.
is the butt of a lot of jokes. But if you switch Rudy and DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers would win the championship.
The glass cleaner that Rudy is, the defender that he is around the rim,
It would be, yeah. Come on.
how much
Yo,
he would cover up for
The
all the other
defense,
stuff
the
that's going
defense
on.
is falling off. Chill. This happens every year. Like we talking about guys like they're 4 years younger than they really are. Like he's not
He just
that
did
level.
it last year. What are we talking about?
Yeah, he's 34. That's right around the time when shit kind of starts to fall off. And I'm
Yeah,
trying to tell
34
you
in
that I've been
June,
watching
yeah.
it this year, and the Minnesota Timberwolves defense has not been great. It hasn't been great. You fight that? You think it's been great? They're great defense
No,
to you?
they're not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay.
They're not a great team.
Minnesota
I'm not
had
argue
shown that
point.
they turned it on in the postseason, the last couple postseasons, though.
They've had some favorable matchups, though. Dell, don't leave that point out. They've had some
Elsie,
favorable
sometimes you turn
matchups.
on the car and it don't turn on.
Yeah. If I left it in the parking lot for 5 years, Rudy just did it less than 12 months ago. Just did it.
And if Rudy can't do anything, Ron, if he can't do anything, he can protect that rim. He can rebound. He can block shots. If he can't do anything, he's always been good at that. There's guys that we expect, right? There's guys that we expect to be able to do certain things at a high level. And then there's guys who, if I don't know how to do nothing, I can do this. And Rudy could always rebound, defend, and man the paint. He could always do that. Now, I know that you think that Ron, I know that you think that the defense with Rudy's a little bit overrated. And the reason why you think the defense is overrated, because I got to cover up for a lot of these garbage-ass defenders that I got on my crew. That's why.
And so chill.
That's the biggest problem.
That goes to the point I'm making, though. He's going to have to cover for them and try to cover Luka and stop Luka, Austin, and LeBron. An onslaught from them at the rim, in the mid-range, and at the three-point line. I just don't think he's going to be able to hold that defense together at all against him. I think Luka and Austin Reeves are going to go ridiculously insane in that series. Especially Austin Reeves with the jump that he's made. Like, they don't have Nickeil-Alexander Walker over there no more, Delsky.
They still got Jaden.
They got Ayo this
and they got Ayo. I don't know what you talking about.
All right. Hey, you'll see what I'm talking about in a couple weeks.
We gonna see.
All right, we gonna see if that drop coverage can hold up. But all right, y'all. Moving on to the next super chat. This one is from. Let's get into it. Roy Mustang said JJ is a better offensive coach than MA, and he could run switch everything defense like MA too. So why is MA a better coach? Honest question.
Because JJ Redick doesn't have Amen Thompson as his starting point guard.
Like, what are we talking about? And what offense does JJ run? Spam pick and roll? Like, what are we talking about?
I think Ime is a better coach. I think he's a way better coach.
He probably is defensively, but offense, he is a better coach. He's a better coach. He's a better coach.
Like, what did he do with Boston when he was in Boston?
That's
forgetting that
they blew a lot of leads in Boston. They blew a lot of leads, and now I'm starting to see why. He doesn't make adjustments like that. He doesn't.
I think he does make adjustments. I just think that when he makes them, it's a tricky time. Like his rotations are like he'll have a guy on the floor like Amen Thompson who, like, the game is getting fast. With the game getting fast, that's perfect for Amen Thompson. And then he'll just yank him out of the lineup. And then now the game will slow down and they'll start turning the ball over. That's a part of that. I feel like that's a part of momentum that throws a monkey wrench in what they're doing. Now, in terms of developing, he did that in Boston. And I think that that's where the divide is between him and JJ Redick. However, I don't know if it's me, Dale, but when I watch him and when I watch Ime Udoka, he always has "this is bullshit" written on his face. And also he's got this "you an idiot" look on his face. Like, I don't really know what to do with this dude. I feel like nobody's ever doing anything right because he's on the sideline. He's always shaking his head, or he's like, he's got this "what are you doing" look on your face. So I'm not really sure how well these guys are doing when it comes to him. Like, whenever somebody does something right, it's like, "you an idiot." Like, you should be doing that. Not like, "keep going, let's go." No, it's always like, "Yeah, what are you doing, you idiot?" That's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I'm like, it throws me off with him a little bit.
So you can't tell by looking at his face if they're up 20 or down 20.
No, I can't. To be honest with you, when I watch him, it looks like Amen Thompson just threw the ball in the stands for the third straight time. He
probably did. You know who that reminds me of? What coaching tree does he come from?
Pop.
That's Greg Popovich. You can't tell nothing by Greg Popovich. His post game, 1 by 20, down 20. Tim Duncan like that too. That entire Spurs organization is like that. That's just what it is. And that's the best way to play basketball, man. You don't want to get too high, too low.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Hezo Mello sent through a super chat and said, "This man KD is pushing 50 and still can't pass out of a double team. Jesus, man. That was the worst fourth quarter we've ever seen this season."
And chill, by the way, if you fumbled Nia Long, you look like you were ready to crash out all the time too. Trust me.
Yeah, he in Houston. It's a million Nia Longs down there.
I don't care how far.
Million Nia Long.
It's a Nia short. It's a Nia longer. It's a Nia longest. It's a Nia medium. It's a Nia everything.
There is no way that you think there are 50 million or whatever Nia Longs in anywhere.
Like I said yesterday, Ron, I don't care how fine she is. She getting on somebody's damn nerves. I know that for a fact. So with that being,
Nia's come a dime a dozen.
With that being said, KD, I know that Ron ready to roast KD, right? I do.
I'm not.
But
look how excited he is.
Yeah, I know.
It's his birthday today. It's his birthday today right now.
I know Ron is ready to roast KD. I'm just watching the game last night, and I'm thinking to myself, this offense is going to get exposed come playoff time, and it's going to look like a high school offense. I swear. And the reason why I say that, Dale, is because when I watch them, it's a lot of standing around. It's a lot of watching. It's not a lot of ball movement. When KD gets the ball at the top, we get 5 out. I don't get anybody diving to the rim. I don't get any screen action. That's number one. Number two, when teams turn the ball over, we don't create, like last night was evidence of that. We don't create enough offense like we should. And with us creating that offense, that's where our second chance opportunities come from, because we can't rebound like we used to because Steven Adams isn't here. KD last night being double teamed, getting blitzed, because that was the plan with the Lakers. The plan was Amen Thompson, you got to make plays. And I actually saw Amen go to the rim on Luka. That's not really saying much for a lot of you guys, but I did see him going to the rim. Yeah. I also saw some of their younger players like Reed Shepherd. Reed Shepherd looked good coming off screens, but Reed Shepherd is consistently hunted in that offense. I mean, in on defense. That's going to be a problem come playoff time. So they had this kind of setup on where it's take what's left. And in addition to me taking what's left, defensively, we're going to try to slow you guys down with what we have in terms of Amin Thompson and Jabari Smith.
I mean, they still can rebound. I don't think the rebound is the problem. I just think these guys, they're just not ready. They don't know how to set solid screens. Like even screens, like KD's, he's high. He's playing high on the wing. He's coming across and they setting a double pick on the top of no, they're not even screening anyone. These guys just slipping through all of these screens. They're not setting screens. They're not rolling. And then when he gets doubled on the wing, like somebody flash middle, somebody have their hands open. Do you want the ball or not? It's like just here, Katie, do something. Just do something. It's like none of these guys got any pace to their game. I mean, I like Reed. I think Reed should be starting in the starting lineup.
He for sure should be starting
because you need that shooting. Okay, he gonna give up a lot on defense, but he does have active hands in passing lanes. He has good timing, swiping the ball away from people. He has good instincts, but you got to give and take with some of this stuff. And he just gonna live and die with these big lineups because he wants to rebound. Like if you miss a rebound assignment, he's pulling you. Like if you don't box somebody out, he's pulling you. He does that to Reed all the time. It's like you got to give and take with some of this stuff. But these guys, these coaches, I mean, they just too stubborn with what they like, and then they're gonna live and die on it.
Excuse me. Penn, do you think that this Houston team, do you think that they can garner up enough offense? Let's just say that we're in the playoffs. Do you think that they could garner up enough offense against one of the better teams in the Western Conference? Like right now, I think they're the fourth seed. Yeah, I think they're the fourth seed. Do you think that they could garner up enough offense against Denver to make this a series?
No. Healthy Denver? No. Healthy OKC? Nope. Healthy Spurs? Nope. They're too predictable. Everything flows through KD. You know, he's their primary scorer. Sometimes he's their primary decision maker. It goes well really early in the game, but usually, like so many times, we've seen it kind of fall apart late in the game because they don't have enough counters to it. I think getting Fred VanVleet back would be huge. I think that would help.
When you talk about being predictable, because we got a bunch of teams, if I'm being honest with you, that are predictable, right? We know what Oklahoma City does. Shea is their guy, right? But we also know that they got a bunch of different guys who come in and they give them like ridiculously productive minutes. The problem with Houston is like, what am I getting from Jabari Smith on a Tuesday? What am I getting from him?
Might get 84.
And then the thing that sets Houston is like, if you go look at the fourth quarter, these guys can't even dribble into the 3-point line, let alone get into the paint, get 2 feet in the paint. They can't even break the 3-point line to make any type of make anybody commit to them and swing. These guys, they all just catch and shoot, or they catch and straight line drive. And with KD, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just the whole thing is terrible. And then people want to talk about KD turnovers. It was terrible. He was terrible. The whole game, it was all terrible. But he's a 7-footer. You need a point guard. You're a 7-footer. You have to have a point guard as a 7-footer. He's not supposed to be your initiator at 7 foot, 37 years old. Like, what are these guys doing? Amin? I don't know what Amin. It don't matter what Amin. If he's coming off a pick and roll, or if he's in full court transition, he's moving at the same speed. Like, where's the pace to your game? You were supposed to be a point guard.
But this is a roster construction problem.
I mean, he was drafted as a point guard. He was drafted as a point guard.
That's just a letter on a page. That kid is not a point guard, never has been, and never will be. What I'm saying is, and I hate to be this guy. Yeah, I really hate to be this guy. Anytime I have to be this guy, I don't like it. But
yes, you do.
No, I don't. I absolutely don't.
I agree. You do.
Absolutely don't. No, the last thing I ever want to say is I told you so. You know what I'm saying? And I just hate that I had to tell y'all this back in October that this was going to be the outcome of many games in March, in April, because they don't have anybody that's a floor general. They don't have anybody that can initiate the offense. If Kevin Durant has to initiate your offense, that's an issue. It's a big issue. No point guard is a big issue for these guys. And
is Elfrid Payton a free agent?
No. No,
we
ain't doing
like,
that.
come on, somebody who just, oh Jesus Christ, these guys, man.
I mean,
I'm trying to figure it out though. I'm trying to figure out.
Jared McCain would have helped them a lot.
Jared would have. I mean, but they could have made a bunch of trades. They could have went and got Kobe White. They could have went and got Io. They could have went and got a few different guys that could have helped them. But my biggest thing is with what they have right now. I'm trying to figure out, is it a KD problem? Which, yes, it is to a certain extent. But the more and more I start to think about it,
it's not KD.
This is an Ime Udoka problem.
No, it's not. It's a
Why do you have
problem.
He didn't tear Freddie's ACL.
Who, KD or Ime?
Neither. One of them.
Coach has got a coach.
I'm talking about. Thank you.
He drafted two guys who can't play point guard. Reed Shepherd or Amin Thompson can't play point guard.
Actually, Reed, no, that's not true though, Dell, because Reed actually can play the league guard.
Reed doesn't even know how to wait for a screen to be set before he goes off of it.
Here's the problem.
Play point guard.
Yes, he can. I'm just not good at it yet. That's the problem. And the fact that
you ever been a big and you go and set a screen and the guy don't wait and then you get a foul for moving screens? This is what Reed Shepherd does. He does not wait for the screen. These guys do not know how to play point guard.
He's right. No, he's right.
But furthermore to that, Chill, what I think you were going to say is that it's Ime's job. And mind you, if that's not what you're going to say, please let me know. But I think you're trying to make it seem like that's Ime's job to teach him how to be a point guard. It's the middle of the season. I don't got time to develop you as a point guard.
Well, we were doing this in the beginning of the season, Ox. When we lost Fred, when we were doing this. Keep going.
How much can I slow down the process of us trying to get ready for the playoffs for me to have to teach you elementary shit like what Delcy's talking about? I gotta teach you to wait for screens. I gotta teach you to attack gaps. I gotta teach you to find open mans. This is the NBA.
Why are we talking about Houston like Houston?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
this
first,
is the NBA.
I don't know why people saying
why are we talking about them like they whack?
They are a 4th seed, but they're a first round exit.
They play the Lakers, they'll win. They'll win. That's the only series I see them winning. Well, they beat Phoenix. They'll beat the Lakers.
I don't think that they could.
I don't think they beat the Lakers.
I think they're looking.
Yeah, they beat the Lakers.
I think the Lakers.
To your point,
do you think maybe they overestimate the playmaking talents of Alperen Şengün and Kevin Durant? Neither one of which can be a primary initiator on a good team. So really, at this point, they're over-spamming possession battle, right? We've seen it before. They're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in NBA history. So they're winning basketball games. And sometimes when you win, you double down on your process. But the problem is you're winning basketball games because you had Steven Adams initially. You don't have him anymore. So that advantage goes away a little bit. And also, teams haven't been able to properly scout you. In a 7-game series, this shit is going to get exposed. It's one of the most easy to stop things if you properly scout for it. And I'm sorry, like, this is not something you can just figure out. Everything about playing the point guard position at the NBA at a high level is about creative innovation.
Yep.
And once again, pattern recognition, dynamic thinking on the fly, making snap decisions, right? Yep. Exploiting gaps, setting up the floor, having a good floor general who can also be a good pull-up jump shooter. So Reed Shepherd's 1 for 2 on that. He doesn't have a good pace to his game. He doesn't really understand how to use his teammates. He doesn't know how to organize the floor, but he is a good pull-up jump shooter. Is he a good pull-up jump shooter?
And he can get downhill too. Yes, he's 100%.
Why don't they run him off of action? Like,
they do run him off of action.
Delsky, that's the point I was making though initially. Like, I know it's always going to come back to they need a point guard. And yes, they need a point guard. I'm not excluding
spam that, Ron.
But here's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying. They don't have a point guard. So now what are you going to do, Coach Udoka? You can't one thing that you can't and that's all I'm saying. Ox, what would you do? You don't got a point guard. What do you got to do? You say it every day. You got to fucking coach. No, you have to coach.
You're right.
This is my only thing. You don't have a point guard. So if I have a running quarterback and I don't have a passing quarterback, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get creative in the run game. I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw what are those called? The screen passes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have short action.
It's gonna be dink and dunk. There's gonna be a lot of dink
that's
and
what I'm
dunk
saying. Like
stuff.
we're gonna make things work. What I'm
Mhm.
saying is, Ime Udoka, you can't. So once the opposing team starts doubling Kevin Durant, you can't then put Kevin Durant at the logo. Like that was that. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. With all due respect to Ime Udoka and all coaches in the league, I'm not saying I'm a better basketball mind or I could do better with that job, but I would not have had Kevin Durant at the logo with the double team just creeping on him. Kevin Durant got the ball and he's just panicking, and the other guys aren't coming to the ball.
They didn't even come in like this.
It's
Crazy, bro.
If it's not KD up there, then it's just going to be Amin Thompson.
No, that's not the case though, because we just watched
somebody's going to be over there turning the ball over.
No, that's not the case, Ox, because what I'm saying is for 3 quarters, you guys were all right. For the whole first half, you were all right. My thing is, put the ball in Kevin Durant's hands. Just don't give it to him at half court where he has to dribble through smaller guards. If you're going to have Kevin Durant can initiate the offense from the high post. He can initiate the offense from the mid post.
Right.
He can initiate the offense from the block. Like you got to put Kevin Durant in better spots.
Let's slow down here real quick though, y'all. Let's slow down real quick and let's talk about what we're seeing as well.
Right.
We're watching Kevin Durant have the ball in his right hand
and retreating
and not attack Luka's left foot. We're watching Kevin Durant have Austin Reeves get a switch, get another switch to DeAndre Ayton, and dribble to the left into a trap. I'm seeing Kevin Durant one-on-one and allow them to come get him.
That's a fact, Del.
If you got Luka Doncic on you,
I don't know.
He definitely allowed them to come.
Why am I not?
What do you mean allowed? What I don't understand. Allowed.
You see the blitz coming.
If I'm
blitz coming.
Can I pass it to myself, Chill? Can I pass it to myself, Chill?
No. Delsky, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you're Kevin Durant, you got Luka Doncic you're kind of to the right of the floor, kind of favoring the right side. I'm attacking
Luka in that double.
Exactly. I'm not dribbling to the left side. Go that way, Kevin.
Yes. I'm gonna tell
you got to go quick too. You can't sit there and probe and now you got to go quick.
This is terrible. This is I don't understand this because if you need Kevin Durant to initiate everything for you, on top of being your best scorer, on top of being your rim protector, on top of being everything, at 37 years old, you cannot coach. You can't.
That's not the problem.
Because if they're going to sell out to guard KD, Amin Thompson is a 6'7" wing. They usually put guards on him. Why not run off ball action? Run off ball action and have KD screening for Amin. And if they're gonna sell out and send 2 and with KD, have a man slip and throw him lobs or do something.
That was the plan.
Put KD into the mid post, pass him the ball. If they're gonna bring 2, somebody flash into the middle. Okay, well, no one's coaching on this team.
Okay, well, here's the problem, Odell. That actually happened because I don't know if you remember in the second half, Amin had a big time punch on the baseline, and you and I both know this. What moves faster than dribbling? The ball. So if I'm moving the ball as opposed to dribbling the ball, I am giving the defense the advantage. Because now if I'm retreating, even if I am attacking, I'm still giving the defense the advantage because they can actually recover. If the ball is moving, they can't recover as much. Here's the thing. When KD has the ball around, like he had the ball around the break, it was about 35 feet away from the basket. Jabari flashes to the top of the key. Instead of dribbling the ball backwards, get off the peel. I got a man on the baseline in the dunker spot, and he can finish around the rim. Or I still got Tari on the wing over here where I can get the ball away. I can get the ball to him. When I'm handling the basketball and I'm dribbling, which is what it looks like, that all you're doing is dribbling, that's easy to deal with. That's easy to double. That's easy to trap. That's why he was turning the ball over. If he gets off the ball quicker, then we won't have that problem. Now, this is uncharacteristic of KD.
Quicker? How do you get off the ball quicker?
By seeing the double team. And K,
they gotta come to the ball, Chill. Delsky's right about that.
How do you get off the
ball? Which is what Jabari did. Which is what Jabari did. Jabari actually did come to the ball in the middle of the zone. He 100% did that. Or in the middle of the blitz. That just happened.
If you get a blitz KD, like this in the cone, you have to come to the sides.
Okay, what I don't have to do, Del, you're 6'10", you're 7 foot. I don't have to come all the way to you to get the ball. You can see me. I'm right here. Hi, over here. It's not like I'm on the other end of the floor. I'm right here.
Or Marcus Smart in front of you.
even if Marcus Smart or Luka is in front of
Well,
him.
no,
That's
I'm with you on that, chill. Like
Yeah.
if it's Austin Reeves, is Marcus Smart coming to blitz you, and Jabari, another 6'10" dude is right there.
Right here,
You should be able to
y'all
make
need to
that
go watch
pass.
it again.
I can see him.
I think
I know,
y'all
Dusky. I literally just rewatched all the offensive possessions in crunch time, and it was despicable from Kevin
bad.
Durant. But it was despicable. It was despicable by a couple of them other dudes too. Kevin Durant cannot retreat to the middle of the floor to the logo, like Ron's saying, when you got Luka Doncic or one of these guys in front of you. I have to get off the ball. I have to find the man in the middle, or I have to attack that outside foot. You got options, and backing up and letting them come get you is not one of them. Especially if it means I got to give Amin Thompson the ball right there. Like, I don't want to do that personally. No, knock them in. You know.
And then let's just say he made every single one of those passes to Dorian Finney-Smith,
Yes.
to Amin Thompson, to Clint Capella.
I'm hearing you.
Like, those are my short rollers who are gonna play 3-on-2 after this. What the heck? Dorian Finney-Smith catches one, throws it into the 8th row.
He did do that. That was awful. That was terrible. He won.
Amin Thompson's playing pick and roll with KD, and KD flares to the top of the key. He loses the ball. KD comes off wide open. These guys can't play basketball. They can't.
I don't want Amin Thompson to have the ball in his hands outside of going to
Clint
the basket.
Capella's in the middle. I get it to Clint. What is he doing with the ball, Chill? Okay, I'm doing what Chill said. I'm getting it to Clint Capella in the middle every time. And Dorian Finney-Smith. What are they going to do with the ball?
Well, the defense is going to collapse, which is what happened yesterday with the Lakers, because they asking Clint Capella when he gets the ball at the free throw line, they asking him to shoot. So immediately what he does is basically what Rudy does, which is put the ball on the floor and turn around and see who else is around him so he can give them the ball. That's basically what he's doing.
So our offense is going to be, let's make Clint Capella and Dorian Finney-Smith make decisions in the middle of the court. That's what our offense is going to be. If KD makes every single pass, let's make Dorian Finney-Smith and Clint Capella beat them.
Okay, well, first of all, that's where the rotation. That's where the rotation is bad. If they're doing that, then I got to get Clint Capella off the floor, and I got to get more ball handlers on the floor. No, that's not going to work.
If they're on the floor, Jeff Green.
First of all, I'm not concerned with the Lakers' big lineup. And the reason why I'm not concerned with the Lakers' big lineup is because if I got ball handlers and I got guys who can create turnovers, we can actually get out and we can create more offense with those turnovers. So with that being said, if I got Clint Capella on the floor, I'm looking at this offense and I'm thinking to myself, then they're not blitzing. If they're blitzing and I have to have him at the top of the key, no, I got to switch. Then I got to put Amin Thompson at the top of the key, and I have to put Clint Capella on the baseline in the dunker spot, and then I have to put Tari on the wing, and I need more ball handlers on the floor. And
who's the ball handlers? You need to tell me who's the ball handlers that you're going to put on the floor.
Tari is a ball handler. He just turned the basketball over yesterday tremendously.
Tari,
hell no.
Tari has the IQ of my headphones right here.
Right.
This guy, the ball is rolling off the rim, and he grabs it. What are you doing? He literally gives them a basket.
What about the one where he just threw it behind Amin Thompson instead of keeping it? But again, he is a ball handler.
Dorian Finney-Smith did that too. They get a steal in the fast break, and he throws it behind him.
He threw it behind him. That's what I was talking about. I didn't
chill.
mean him.
Dorian, Tari, Amin. I can't do it. No way.
But so this is what I'm having to. But here's the difference. What you guys are telling me. You guys are telling me as a coach, I got a coach, but this is what I'm working with. So you want me to make a meal, right? But you're giving me eggs that are expired. Not only are you giving me eggs that are expired, you're giving me a little bit of milk. And in addition to giving me a little bit of milk, you're giving me bacon that's old. But you want me to make you a meal. This is what you're asking me to work with.
Run some type of action.
He also has Aaron Holiday on the bench too. Like
Okay,
you can't use Aaron Holiday.
A 6'1" guy. Like,
well, I'm saying, come in, bring the ball up the floor. Like we're talking about point guard initiation.
Why is KD the one initiating this? I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
If you
That's
got
my
other
biggest
players,
thing.
Why
you have two top 5
KD
pick point guards on your team.
Why is KD not the one coming flashing to the middle, catching the ball right there in that open space and cooking a guy like DeAndre Ayton who's gonna have to come switch out right there? That's the action I'm looking for. I told y'all, and this is what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't want to say I told y'all so, because I told y'all this a while back. If he has to be the one to initiate the offense, who's going to finish this play? Who's going to score the basketball? Who's going to be the one making the connective passes then? Because if I got KD getting that ball right there and he's open up and seeing DeAndre or whoever's in front of him, I don't need a connective passer. That's a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Go get it. But if he's going to be the one initiating the offense, then what? Then I'll pass the ball and I'm out of the play now? This is Kevin Durant. You got him to score the basketball. It doesn't make any sense.
Shooting under 50% at the rim.
Well, he didn't play yesterday, so.
I know. I'm saying, like, these are the people he like. It's Fred. I didn't know Fred was going to be this important.
Yes, absolutely.
And Steven Adams and Fred is like, without them, this team has.
They would be cool. They would be cool without Steven if they had Freddie. If they had Freddie, this will be so much different. Like with Freddie on the floor, this team will be so much better.
So if I'm going to take I'm going to take Reed. So instead of having KD at the top of the key, instead of having KD on the wing, instead of having Tari on the wing, I'm going to put a man in the dunker spot. I really don't want a man in the dunker spot. I'd much rather have a man on the wing, and I want Jabbar
on the wing doing what? He's providing no spacing. The only spacing he gives you is
get the spacing. Let's take the spacing out.
The only spacing he's giving
nobody's
you
closing
is
out on him, chill.
Okay,
as a vertical spacer, that's the only space he's gonna give you.
This is where you guys. This is where you guys are losing me, and the reason why you're losing me is because my floor spacer is going to be Reed. Reed is going to be my floor spacer. My guy in the middle, you just mentioned him, is KD. So I got Reed on one end. I got a man on the other end. I got KD in the middle of the floor. I got Clint Capella on the baseline and in the dunker spot. And I got Tari in the corner. I don't want KD in the corner. I want KD a part of this. So if I got KD in the middle of the zone where he's actually the one operating, now if we got guys doubling him, now I got a floor spacer in Reed who can adjust and he can knock down open shots. KD will pass. In addition to KD passing, I do have a creator in Amen Thompson who can get downhill. He wouldn't. Now, don't get me wrong. Nobody's closing out on him. I'm not going to argue that point. But he will get downhill and get to the mid post and shoot the basketball and actually put some pressure on the defense. But at least I have two ball handlers at the top and KD in the middle of the floor who I also can get Clint Capella. And if he's in the game or if he's out of the game, then I can get somebody else like Amen Thompson on the baseline that can actually – This is last night. This isn't throughout the course of the year. This is just last night because I don't have Sengun on the floor.
See, chill with that situation. Clint can't play.
Clint got to
you got to get Clint out the game. You got to put a man on that dunker spot. You got to get Jabari and maybe Reed or maybe Dorian on the wings, whoever you want to initiate. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it can't be Kevin Durant. Maybe if you want Reed with the ball coming up and getting that ball swinging, he could be the one swinging to Dorian, and then like in that triangle, Dorian, you give it to Kevin or whatever. But if we're talking like in this situation, I can't have Clint and Amen on the floor at the same time.
Yeah,
unless Amen
they're rebounding
is initiating.
Everything.
Unless Amen is initiating, if we trust them with the ball to come and get the ball to KD, but they're probably not going to blitz Amen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what do we do with this roster construction? With no Freddie, this team, it's still a decent team, but they're not a contending team.
Freddie getting hurt, losing Steven Adams. Freddie getting hurt and losing Steven Adams really threw a monkey wrench in this. Because I think with Freddie getting hurt, I think that the Houston Rockets staff looked at what Sengun was turning into, and they figured with what he had, all right, we're going to run our offense as him as the hub. And we're going to run our offense with him as the hub. We don't really need a point guard like that. He's not Joker, but we're going to do something like that where we can run action off of him, not realizing how much slower of a processor he is, how much of a turnover machine he can be. And the fact that he can't make consistent jump shots in a bunch of different spaces. That's what kind of threw. And on top of that, the fact that KD, who is absolutely fantastic at playing off the ball, the fact that he doesn't really fit with the fact that he sped up the timeline is what I'm saying, Ox. The fact that he sped up the timeline kind of threw a monkey wrench in everything that was going on in Houston. I think that they definitely were ahead of the curve before this whole thing happened.
Right. You know what, Ox? It seems and it appears to me that you was right after all. They should have just kept Jalen Green
and Dylan Brooks.
People just be talking, bro. People in the chat, oh, KD without a Hall of Fame point guard is unreliable. What did Kareem have?
What does got to do with Kareem?
I'm just saying, like, he's a 7-footer. You need Hall of Fame. No, it makes no sense. What did Shaq have? A Hall of Fame guards, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Like, what do we talk about? What did Tim Duncan have? Hall of Fame guards, right? It makes no sense. He's a 7-foot play finisher. He finishes the plays. He comes off the action. He shoots the ball. He should not be initiating any offense whatsoever.
So
does he attack off of drives and off triple threats? Yes, but he should not be initiating anything. People just talk just to talk. He's 7 foot. Why is he even your point guard? For what reason?
So what you're saying is that these guys are right. It's just kind of like that's obvious, is what you're saying.
It's like it's obvious because why is he doing that? Why does he need to do that? People want to make perfect players all the time. That's like saying, oh, Shaq wasn't an initiator, so he can't be in a conversation with this player or that player. They're not supposed to be. They want everybody to be able to do every single thing on the court, and that's not what works. It's never worked.
You right. You cooking with that. You right. But I'm still gonna fry his big 7-foot ass for retreating, scared of double teams, throwing the ball away. And that boy was shook.
Hey, go watch him in OKC yesterday. When he's Luka age at 27 years old. He's turning the corner on double teams and getting to the rim and throwing it down on people.
Yeah,
like he's 37 years old.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook gave him confidence that he don't have anymore.
Russell Westbrook gave him the confidence
but what's Delsky? I'm not even gonna get into that. We don't got. I don't want to do that. I do, but that's part of the reason why I didn't say what I said about KD, or that's part of the reason why I didn't come up here and just last night I was going off on KD, but I had to think about it. This is more of an Ime Udoka problem to me because you got to figure something else out and you got to do something. KD's gonna get doubled. You got to figure something out. And like I said, I threw Aaron Holiday out there. Aaron Holiday can bring the ball up the floor and initiate the offense. I'm not saying come out here and shoot 50% from three and score 20 points a night. But we just need you to get the ball across half court in crunch time and get KD the ball where he needs to get the ball at.
Yeah.
But
and he needs to be a threat when he comes off the ball as well. You know what I mean?
You guys in the chat,
you move that you got to be a threat.
I swear, I try to be. This is why I can't stand you dudes in the chat. This is why I fucking hate you guys. I didn't say that you are who you are after year 6. I said after year 5, this is probably what you should expect moving forward. That doesn't mean that you're not going to improve. This is probably who you are moving forward. When we get to year 7, when we get to year 8, I can get better seasons. But moving forward, this is what you should expect on a Tuesday from this guy. But you goofy asses, all you want to do is just look for stuff to say to pick at people. And y'all dumbasses don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to explain it one more time. Steph Curry in year 5 averaged 24 a game. Just so you know, Steph Curry for his career averages 24 a game. So in year 5, after year 5, on a Tuesday, you should expect about 24 to 26 a night from Steph Curry. That's who he is. Now, moving forward, he got busy. Steph Curry is not 32 a night. Steph Curry is not 29 a night. That's not who he is. On average, he's about 24 to 26 a game. That's who you should expect him to be moving forward. Michael Jordan in year 5, he averaged 32 a game. That was in 89. He averaged 32 a game. So moving forward, this is probably who this guy is. You're probably looking at anywhere between 29 to 32 a game from this guy. That's who he is. Did I get better seasons moving forward? Yes, I did. 100% I did. But moving forward, this is who he is. Stop, and I don't mean K-Dot. K-Dot is not who I mean. But moving forward, stop saying that by year 5, you're never going to get better, because that's not what I mean at all. I mean that by year 5, this is what you should expect moving forward from a guy. That's it. Just like a quarterback. just like a running back, just like anybody. That's what I mean when I say by year 5, this is probably who this guy is. Because there's nobody here that's like, yo, Giannis is really 30-10-6. Giannis is 30-10-6 for 10 straight years. No, he ain't. No, he is not. That's not who he is. Giannis is about 25 to 27 a game, about 11 rebounds. That's who he is.
Hey, chill. In year 5, how many turnovers did KD average?
I don't know. I'm going to say 3 maybe.
Well, history didn't really, work out too well with KD with that, but it is what it is, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on because there was another. When Draymond was able to initiate for him and Steph. Got you. Okay. But let's talk about the other game last night. There was another great game. There was a shootout in Boston last night between the Celtics and the Suns. Jaylen Brown had 41 points. He shot a career high 21 free throws and made a career high 19 free throws. He had 41 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Devin Booker also went off last night. He had 40 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. These guys both had it rolling, and it was a good game all around. Let's talk about this, fellas. You got any thoughts on this?
Ron, before you do go, I just want to say that in year 5, KD actually averaged the most turnovers of his career.
And that was.
I'm just answering the question, Dusky. I'm just answering the question.
Thank you, Ox.
Interesting.
My man asked the question. I did a little research.
In year 5, KD averaged more points than Kawhi in his career high year. Whatever year.
I don't know what's going on.
This is
now.
like a KD hate session.
I don't know what's going on right now.
This isn't the KD hate session. This is me answering the question that our eloquent host asked us. So
yeah, how many did Russell Westbrook average? He
Ryan,
probably led the league. He probably led the league.
Penn, I think it's
sure you average more.
Since we're on the subject of elaborate answers, Penn, I think it's interesting that Ron, my illustrious host Ron here,
illustrious,
host,
eloquent.
We
love those.
Illustrious host Ron here.
Let's keep going.
We can big up Jaylen Brown getting 40 on 20 free throws, but Bam getting 40 free throws and getting 80 ain't cool. What's happening right now?
They need to stop hacking.
What's going on? Jaylen Brown can get 40 on 20 free throws, but Bam getting 80 on 40 free throws. No, that's
not about the free throws because I thought he got fouled on all of those. It's about me being up 30 points and intentionally fouling to get more free throws. It's never been about the free throws. It's never been about the free throws. It's about challenging up 30 points to get an extra possession.
You know what? I don't want. Let's not get into this. Let's let our well-renowned host do his job.
Yeah, like what are we talking about?
Yes, sir. Now,
our very well distinguished host.
Distinguished. I like that one.
This is getting sickening.
Let me add that to my LinkedIn
to answer
bio.
To answer your question, Ron, it looked to me last night because I did watch a lot of that game. I love the fact that it looks like Jason Tatum is actually becoming a background singer and letting these dudes do their thing. I'll get involved when necessary, but you guys got something going, and I don't want to screw this up. I don't. So I'm going to get involved when it's necessary for me to get involved. I'll knock down an open shot. I'll get to the rim. But it's obvious that Jaylen Brown is the man. Jaylen Brown is the guy. In addition to Jaylen Brown being the guy, Peyton Pritchard knocks down open shots. Kata has actually been really good. I'm not going to disrupt any of this. Don't worry about getting me involved in the game more than playing your game. And I like that about Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he's not messing anything up.
No,
he's setting great screens. He's passing. He's swinging the ball. He's just there for the ride. To be honest,
don't worry about.
I don't want to say that though, because first off, Jason Tatum shot 18 shots last night.
Right.
Jaylen Brown only shot. No. Jason Tatum was attacking. I'm not saying that and I'm not knocking Jason Tatum right now. I agree with what you guys are saying, but Jason Tatum is being aggressive. I'm watching Jason Tatum get downhill and try to finish and stuff like that. He finished a couple of them, but he's just trying to knock the rust off. He's trying to get his legs back under him. You see, like he's still adjusting to his new body, his new athleticism. So a couple times he got blocked. A couple times he wasn't able to finish over guys. But Jason Tatum, like he catching the ball, he's swinging, he ripping through, he getting to the rim, spin moves. Like Jason Tatum looked good last night. I like the way he's moving. He just, once again, he just missed a few. He had 21 points. I think he had 21, 7, and 5. He had a good game. He just, if he would have made 3 more of the layups or mid-range shots that he shot, then he would it would have looked a whole lot better. But like watching that game though, you could just kind of see like as of right now, Jaylen Brown is just clearly the best player on their team.
And he's still doing it within the flow of the offense, Ron. It didn't seem last night like he was forcing anything, like the ball got swung to him.
I don't think
I'm
so.
open. I'm shooting the basketball.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of what he's doing is catching and shooting, or he's catching it in straight line driving.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is part of what we doing, Dale. That's
Yeah,
part of what
it's like-
I ain't doing nothing that we not doing. Nothing. I'm not deviating from the offense. I'm not trying to hijack the offense. I'm not doing none of that stuff. And I'm getting on the glass too to help us rebound, which is something that he always did.
Nah, he's hooping right now. I like what I'm seeing from JT.
Yes.
And this is kind of what I was saying a month ago, 2 months ago. Him coming back, even if he's at 70%, it still makes this team so much more better. They ran a lineup last night, which I'm rocking with this lineup. They had Jason Tatum at the 5. And so the lineup was
he's played lineups like that before.
Yeah,
okay.
He played that against Dallas.
He had Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White. I want to say Hauser and Pritchard on the floor.
Pritchard. Yep.
Yeah. I like that lineup too, Ron. I do.
Love that lineup. That lineup is scary.
Mm-hmm. I do like that lineup. That's a really good lineup for them, especially when you want to keep the floor spread. I don't love Jason Tatum living at the long ball line, but I do feel like when he's playing the 5, or if he's playing the 5, he can drag that big fella away from the basket and at least keep him honest. He did that when they played against Cleveland when they had I was about to call him Eric Mobley. I'm sorry, Evan Mobley, when they had Evan Mobley on him. So, and it did work. It 100% worked. So I can see what you're looking at there. Yeah.
I feel like by playoff time though, Jason Tatum, he's gonna be ready. I like the way that they playing though, because every single one, Pritchard, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they all can get into the paint and make it collapse. They all can do that. And Jaylen Brown, the way that they was playing last night, when they had Jaylen Brown playing out of the post, if they do that consistently,
I don't know why they didn't go to that more.
That looks scary the way they was playing, the way they played that.
I didn't understand that, Dale. I was trying to figure out, like, when I saw him, he had gotten Colin Gillespie switched on to him a couple of times, and he had put him, because Jaylen Brown is actually really good on that right box, and he had I was thinking, why don't they go to that more? Because that looks like that'll work. Yeah,
real nice.
This can work if we did this. So,
and they got so many smart basketball players who cut, who screen for each other, like they coming off wide open. Like if they play through the post, that looks scary. Like I think Joe Mazzulla found some right there.
I think
Joe Mazzulla is who JJ Redick thinks he is.
Exactly.
Which is crazy because no, he's not that good. No, he isn't. Absolutely not. Ron, I was watching that game last night. That damn Devin Booker boy, he is a lot to deal with. Oh my goodness. He is, because he's one of those bucket getters that, like, you got a lot of guys who are bucket getters who'll do it within what we're doing, Dale. Like if my shot isn't going, like, I'll get off the peel. No. Devin Booker, I am going to score. And I might not need a bunch of shots to score.
Yeah, no wasted movement either.
I'm going to get to I'm either going to get to the bucket, I'm going to get to this mid-range. And when I got it going, forget it. You got no chance against me. And he pours it on. He is not letting you off the hook. I love that about him. Like he had 2 different possessions. One where he had Jaylen Brown close out on him. And Jaylen Brown is not a small dude. He's 6'6". He's like 230. And Jaylen Brown ends up stopping him with the weekend. When he went to his weekend, he stopped him. He came back and crossed over and went right to the rim, took the contact. They didn't call a foul. Took the contact, got the bucket. They didn't call a foul. The next, I'm going to say 2 trips later, he comes back down. I got a smaller dude on me, and Peyton Pritchard goes right after him. 2 dribble pull up at the elbow. Cash. I'm like, yo, this guy is incredible. I love everything about Devin Booker. I think the problem was last night defensively. With the Celtics, they were so good. They basically took Gillespie out of the game. They told him that the shots that you're accustomed to shooting, you're not going to get those shots tonight. And the shots that you do get, every last one of them are going to be tough.
Hey, chill. You know what's also funny? Daleski. Did you see how they were throwing doubles and triples at Devin Booker?
7
Yes.
turnovers, yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely 7 turnovers, but 40 points.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll
24
take 7
shots.
turnovers with 40 points, yeah.
Yeah, and also too, it is actually kind of funny right now. Like last night, a lot of stars had turnovers. Like if we were to go through the whole slate of games, which we're not going to do right now, but like a lot of stars was turning the ball over. And so I don't know if it's a turnover epidemic right now. I don't know if it was just a nightly thing, but that was kind of crazy. But I do want to say, like with Devin Booker, man, like I was real high on D Book 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You know, chill. You remember I was running around saying Devin Booker's the best shooting guard in the league. Devin Booker's going to be one of the, best players in the league. And he never really crossed over into that top 5 tier. And he even barely crossed over into that top 10 tier. He never really reached the levels that I thought he was going to reach. And he's almost kind of regressed a little bit. But watching last night's game, I'm like, it just reminded me of what we were getting in 2020, 21, 22. And like I thought Devin Booker was definitely 100% going to be one of the better scorers in the league for a long time to come, which he's still good. He's still elite, but he just never quite reached the heights that I thought he was going to reach. I thought I was going to be getting games like last night on a regular, one of those a week, but it never really turned out.
I really thought you were going to try to tell us that KD ruined him. I thought you were going to.
I was waiting for the punchline too. I was waiting for it. I was
Here it comes.
You guys want me to hate on KD so bad, and I just tell the truth
Ron.
with KD.
Stop the bullshit,
No,
Ron.
I just tell the truth. Chill. I tell the truth, and the KD stands don't like it.
All right,
but yeah, it's just unfortunate. But hopefully, he could get another piece or two over there. Also, too, remember like that year they went to the finals. Chris Paul was, he was on his last leg, so that probably would have helped moving forward. But Devin Booker's still a hell of a player, though. Hell of a player.
What does this crew look like in the playoffs? Today is April the 18th, and round 1 starts. They got to see San Antonio. What do they look like in the playoffs?
Food.
I don't know. I think they match up well with San Antonio, though.
Really?
I do.
Dylan Brooks will be back, too.
I do. Well, Oso, and then they got the Malawatch, and then they got the other big guy. I forget his name.
Malawatch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could throw Malawatch at him just to change it. Because I think the guy, what's his name? Jordan Ott, that's their coach?
Yeah, Jordan.
He switches it up a lot. He's not afraid to play with different lineups and things like that. If Wemby's going crazy and they need some size and to put on him.
I mean, they better pray Mark Williams is back and healthy and that he sustains, because he's had an outlier season in terms of health. I like what I've seen from Rasheer Fleming lately too. He's been cooking it up. That's a big shot blocker, 6'9", who can hit some threes. So but they're a very young team. I don't think they could do anything with San Antonio.
I think they could take it San Antonio. I could think they can take San Antonio to 6. They probably won't win it, but they could take them 6. I could see that happening for sure. For sure. We still don't know how Wemby looks in the playoffs. We still don't know.
Oh, Delsky.
People are crowning him.
I'm not doing
that. We still don't know. We still don't know.
I do get the concern, Ron, but like the stuff that he does, that translates to the playoffs. If we being honest.
He fades in and out in a lot of games, though.
Yeah. What is he? So what in your estimation, Dale? What does he struggle with the most?
He struggles. I mean, I think he got a lot of the same stuff that KD got with him. Like if you get physical with him, if you get up into him, if you have somebody small and stocky, that they can give him trouble. He needs to catch he's like KD in the fact that he needs to catch the ball in a position where he can score from, where it only takes 1 or 2 dribbles to get to what he needs to get to, like where it only takes 1 dribble to get to the hole, or it only takes 2 dribbles to get to a pull-up. He can't be way above the arc trying to initiate anything. He has to be the one finishing plays or coming off screens or coming off action. He can't be the guy that you're giving the ball to him and telling him to go. You can't be doing that.
I could get with that. Yes. I could get with that. However, but keep going.
Also, the refs don't give him no grace. They let him push him. They let him grab him. Guys who's physically imposing, they just see it as, oh, you're 7 foot. That shouldn't affect you. That guy's 6'1". That shouldn't affect you.
The big guy's never going to get the benefit of the doubt. The big guy's never going to get the benefit of the doubt. No,
I see people grabbing Wemby around his waist when he's coming off screens and action, and they don't call it. It's like, oh, he's 7 foot. You should be able to play through that. It's crazy.
Right. I that part I could get with, but he struggles with physicality, and we seen that against Denver. He doesn't struggle with physicality against Oklahoma City, which I think is interesting. In fact, he looked like Chet is food.
Chet ain't physical.
Right, but even Alex Caruso is, but he doesn't struggle with that level of physicality, even though Detroit, I think gave him some trouble. I think that Phoenix, are they as physical, Ron, as I don't think Phoenix is as physical as any of those teams. That's why I think that the stuff that he already does, I think that that's going to translate to the playoffs. Because if he's struggling with physicality against Detroit, he's 21, 14, and 4 blocks. I'll take that.
That was the last time they played Detroit?
I'll take that. I'll take 20. I'll take 22, 13, and 3 blocks. Yes, I'll take that from him.
I think Jalen Duran came out early in that game where he had that. The game before when he played Detroit, I don't think he put up those type of numbers.
Both the games, like the game, I think the game in Detroit, I think he was 21 and 13 in Detroit, and then when they came to San Antonio, I'll tell you right now. So when they played Detroit, bear with me, hang on for a second. When they first went to Detroit, he played 35 minutes. He went 21, 17, and 6 blocks.
He was 6 for 16.
Yeah, and struggled. And then when they came to San Antonio, he went 38, 16, and 5 blocks. That's almost 40 and 20. Now, I don't think I'm going to get that, but Ron, I think that the stuff that he does.
That's the game Jalen Duran went out early. He only played 12 minutes in that game. Sir Thompson only played 2 minutes in that game.
Even if that's
those are the guys you throw at him. Those are the 2 guys that you throw at him, though.
But even if you throw those guys at him, if I'm getting 20, and 5 blocks, 6 blocks, ain't nobody beating us. No, nobody's beating us. If I'm doing almost 20 and 20. On top of that, the other guys are actually filling in. So I think that, Ron, more than anything, I look for the stuff that you do that translates over to the playoffs. What translates over to the playoffs? Your ability to defend, your ability to stay out of foul trouble, your ability to rebound, your ability to knock down open shots. Like, this stuff translates into the playoffs. Wemby's ability to finish around the rim when he's diving to the rim, that translates into the playoffs. Even if you are a defense that's collapsing, that still translates to the playoffs. So I think that that's stuff that he's going to be able to do once the playoffs start. Now, if I'm going to get the extra stuff like cracking the long ball, because teams are going to live with that. But the other stuff, like doing big man stuff, I think that stuff translates to the playoffs. So I think Wemby will get busy come playoff time.
I'm just saying, it's not a coincidence that their best 2 defenders for him, Asur and Jalen Duran, where you mix it up, throw them different types of bodies. When the men, Asur plays 2 minutes and Jalen Duran plays 12 minutes, he goes off for 38 points.
But
that's all. The first game, he was 6 for 16. That's all I'm saying.
Right, I can appreciate that. But if I'm getting almost 20 and 20 and I'm the defensive presence that I am, and he's smacking that shit up against the glass whenever Cade comes to the rim or whenever any of them dudes come to the rim, I'm taking that every day. And that was an off night. That was an off night for him. So I just think that the stuff that he does translates to the playoffs, and I think he's going to be great in the playoffs. The question is he going to be able to hold up? That's the $1 million question.
Chill.
Here you go.
Y'all heard it here first.
Go ahead, Glaze.
I'm not even finna say nothing that's that crazy. I could actually take it further.
You're already saying he's the best player in the league. So.
But I'm not.
He said that, by the way. He said
Playoffs. Victor Wembanyama, 25.
12.
I want to say 13, but I'm going to say 12. Thank you, Chill, for helping me.
12.
25, 12, 3 blocks.
I'm saying 4.
4 blocks.
4 blocks?
Yeah, I'm saying 4. Yep.
You think 4, Pin?
12, 3 blocks.
I mean, he can get the 4 blocks. I mean, you got to figure out the teams are actively avoiding him at the rims. That will.
They play Phoenix.
Like, so it's interesting.
No, they should smoke Phoenix. They should smoke them.
Not averaging 25 against Phoenix.
Why would
You-
you're right? He's
Well,
averaging 30.
Wait a second. If you had to think
He's
about the
averaging
team-
30.
hold on, Ron. The team that he averages the least against in the entire league this year. Any guesses?
The Phoenix Suns.
It
The
is the Phoenix
Raptors.
Suns.
Mhm.
The Raptors, interestingly enough, are the only team that's really held him to 10 shot attempts per game across 2 games. So he's not getting off against either one of those teams. And I think it is because they have really good matchups for him.
That's what
There's
I'm saying. You gotta
There
believe
are
it.
certain types of defenders that do give him trouble still. The Oso Iguodaros, the Colin Murray Boyles, those stronger guys who can kind of get into his dribble a little bit.
Yep.
Like they and intelligent guys, active hands. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen him play against Phoenix multiple times. He does not get off. He doesn't.
I mean, in fairness, though, it's still
You
too
throw
good.
Oso on him, then you throw a Dylan Brooks on him. You switch it up again. Oh, he getting used to Oso, throw Dylan Brooks back on him. Like Ryan Dunn, throw everything at him. He can't really find a rhythm with them guys. They got a lot of different defenders, a lot of different body types that they can throw at him. That's why
I
I'm
didn't
saying
see him
Phoenix,
last year against
they could take him
Cleveland.
6.
I didn't see him
They
last
probably
year
don't
against
win,
Cleveland,
but-
but like, is it possible that Jordan Ott just kind of figured him out?
I don't think you figured him out. He's still young. I never
I
like to
think
say
y'all
someone
overrate
figured out a
Wemby's
young player.
offense. I think y'all overrate Wemby's offense a lot.
Overrated to the. Well, wait a minute. Hang on.
I don't overrate it because I don't think he's all the way there. yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think that he's this juggernaut of an offensive player. I think that the big man stuff that he does, diving to the rim, finishing around the rim, being able to finish in the post, being able to finish in the mid post, I think that stuff is what makes him awesome. Like the throwing the ball between your legs and shooting step back threes, that's extra. No, I think that's extra
but
stuff.
chill. Amongst all the shooting guards in the league, where does he rank?
Who?
Wemby.
That was
He's the
funny.
best shooting guard in
He's
the league.
not a shooting guard.
He's the best two in the league.
He's like
where
a
does he
3.
rank amongst the other shooting
Uno.
guards in the NBA?
Uno. What number does he wear?
1.
So yeah, whether y'all want to do centers, shooting guards, point guards.
I know y'all love
Who knows?
Wemby, but he's not better than Ant. He's not.
I
He's
can
not.
I don't
get
got the
there.
energy to do this.
He's
I
not.
could
He's
get
not.
there. I can get there.
I
with
know
Ant.
it looks flashy and 2K.
That's Ant that looks
but
flashy. Ant is 2K. Literally, it's dunks and threes.
Ant has showed you time and time again in the playoffs when intensity picks up and the pace of the game is slower, he can play in that. He can play in that environment.
This shit going.
He can play in that environment.
This tune gonna change come playoff time. When
We gonna
real
see.
soon, real
Wait,
quick.
wait,
We got
gonna
4 weeks.
see.
I can't wait for playoffs to start. Y'all.
when we see when.
I love Wemby. I love
Okay,
Wemby.
and chill.
but
Yes,
It's
sir.
it's too early.
And if Wembanyama comes out and he has like 8 points in his first game and they lose, then what's going to happen?
What's going to happen is that I'm going to say he had a bad game, and this can't continue if they're going to win. I don't think that this is him. No.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
I
be
wouldn't
like
think
that.
it
I
is
don't
either,
think so.
but it's early.
Like he
And it
could
depends-
definitely
it depends on who
struggle.
They play that first round too. Like that's gonna matter.
It's going to be Phoenix. I think Phoenix is stuck in that 7th spot. I do.
Well, I mean, it might be the Clippers though, because it's a play and see. But
Well, if it's the
either way
Clippers,
it goes.
he's frying them.
Yeah, Clippers is no shot.
Yes, I think he's destroying the Clippers. They don't have anything for him.
Yeah.
Yes. I
He
think
might cook, but the Clippers win that series in 6.
Ron, Ox, I hate to break this to you, and I know that you're a Clipper guy. San Antonio is beating them dudes in 5 games. They're going to smoke them.
5 tops. I'm giving them 1 because
They're
Kawhi
gonna
might
smoke
go
them.
crazy for 1.
Yes,
We'll
they're going to smoke
we'll
them dudes in 5 games.
We'll see.
I'll be surprised if it went. Dell, I'll be surprised if it went past 5 games.
It's not going past 5.
I'll be
Kawhi
blown away.
definitely outplay Wemby.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, okay. You have no reason to believe that, but we'll see.
But now, Ox, hang on.
And John Collins is finally back. Makes a difference.
By the way, Ox, there is some merit. There is some merit to Kawhi Leonard getting busy in the playoffs, right? Because we've seen him get busy in the
there's
playoffs.
a little merit to that.
There is some. So I'm not gonna see Kawhi Leonard go like 34, 7 and 4 and be like, oh shit, no, because I've seen him do that before. So that's not gonna be something that I'm blown away by. But for Wemby, and not just Wemby, I think that in order for them to beat the Clippers
are better than Phoenix. I know that.
Yes, the Clippers are better than Phoenix. I'm sorry, I want to make sure I heard you say that right.
Yeah,
You think the
that's what I'm
Clippers? You
saying.
think the Clippers are better than Phoenix? I don't think that.
Styles
We
make
all-
fights
we all-
though.
we all-
Styles
we all
make
think-
fights though.
Styles absolutely makes fights, but we
Yeah.
all know that the Clippers are better than Phoenix, right?
I don't. Think
I wouldn't say it so clearly like the way
No,
you're
I
saying
don't think
it.
that.
But
Mm-mm.
Who has the better center rotation? Ox?
He's saying that. He's
Who has the
saying
better
that because
point
of
guard
Leonard.
play?
The only reason why Ox is saying
just,
that.
no, it's not.
My
just because
best player is better than
it's
your
because,
best player.
No,
That is
'cause
true.
Because I don't look at basketball that way. I don't believe in that. My best player is better than your best player thing. Y'all do that. I don't do that.
okay, so
Okay.
if you don't,
No,
if you don't,
they're
if you
all-
don't,
Devin
hold on,
Booker
wait,
and-
if you don't believe- if you don't believe that,
wait, hold
Kawhi
on,
off
hold on.
and take Devin Booker off,
There's
who's the
not
better team.
it's not just because it's not just that it's not just the fact that he's better, but also
Exactly.
the addition of Darius Garland is being so slept on.
That's
I
huge.
don't understand what y'all don't see.
I
Like,
got the Darius
I
Garland.
don't
doing that too,
understand what y'all are looking at.
though. I forgot.
But it's
Darius-
okay
Darius
for you
Garland,
to say that Kawhi's a difference.
Benedict Mather. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard is the best player of those teams. The Kawhi Leonard is better than Devin Booker. He's better than Jalen Green. We all know that. He's better than Dylan Brooks. We all know that. That's not even up for debate. I don't want to talk about that. But I'm saying Benedict Mathurin, Darius Garland.
Mhm.
Them dudes are absolute game changers for the Clippers. Them adding those two guys really makes a difference for this team.
From a talent standpoint, I could get with that. Anyway, Ron, we got some super chats.
I got you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Ox.
Tupac Westside sent through a yellow super chat. Said, "Morning, fellas. Colder today than yesterday. Texas winter so inconsistent. Messy win by LA. AR had a bad shooting night, but according to the internet, he's trash and shouldn't get paid."
Hey, Westside, last I checked, and I will stand on this logic. I've always stood on it, and I will stand on this logic. I never heard the commissioner come up to the podium and say, "Congratulations, barely NBA champions." Never heard that.
Right.
Not one time have I heard that. As long as we win, how we do it, it doesn't matter. As long as we win.
Yeah, I've never heard him say that before.
I went back and looked too, Ox. I never heard that one time.
Okay, I'll get this last super chat on before I let our illustrious host get back to it. Respect Steph says, want to give Lakers defense credit, but KD and MA got explaining to do. Lucy, 5 shots in the second half. What are we watching right now?
KD got blitzed. KD can't play out the double team. It looked like it surprised him where he had to get rid of the basketball, which is crazy to me because he's played through double teams before.
And that's the thing, Chill.
I swear people think KD career started in Golden State. I really do. I really do.
Like he was
Like 9 years before that. Like he wasn't 28. What was he? 28 his third year? First team
Yeah,
All-NBA?
something like that. Yep.
He also averaged 25 in his first playoff run.
It's like
I'll let you know that.
I think everybody started watching basketball when Steph Curry got good. That's what I think.
Well, Dusky, I think everybody up here knows how great Kevin Durant is. My issue,
Like
my
he
issue
never
with
played
the-
out of a
my-
double team.
My
Like,
issue
what
with
are
the
we talking
Rockets this season was never once Kevin Durant, but there was people that heard me say what I said about the Rockets. Say, "Oh, you're a KD hater. You must not know ball.
I was agreeing
You
with
just hate Kevon Durant." Well, I'm not even saying you. I'm just saying like people in general just make everything about Kevin Durant when it's not him. We've seen Kevin Durant be amazing before. He's been in the league for what 18, 19, 20? How many years?
Showed up in 2007. He showed up in
So
2007.
90 years. He's won 2 rings out of 19, and that's not a knock on him because it's not easy to win championships, but that shows right there. The greatness of Kevin Durant isn't always enough to win championships. You know what I'm saying? And I think I don't understand how come people can't just swallow that pill. Like it's not. This isn't a knock on Kevin Durant. This is a knock on that roster construction. This is a knock on Freddie tearing his ACL. That's the issue over there. It's Kevin Durant is not the issue.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate. Another first round exit for KD. But the next super chat that we got. Oh, by the way, before we do that, Ox is 100% spitting. The Clippers are better than the Suns. But
Ron, we all know that. Come on, we can keep it moving.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm gonna enjoy that playing game. I wish it actually could be a series for real. I would enjoy seeing that. But the next super chat we got is from Dame Ron Lampkin. Dame Ron Lampkin said, I still see the hate on my Hawks. Still won't be in the play-in. I bet money 21 Eastern Conference Finals run again. Watch and hate. What?
Hey, you know
what? Wait a minute. What? I'm sorry. What?
21 Eastern Conference Finals run.
Did I hear that? Did I hear that correct? The Hawks in the East Finals.
Right,
that's not happening, y'all.
Okay,
but you know what happened?
it.
Speaking of watching, hey, you know what happened to me yesterday? I was on Twitter and I found an 8-minute video of Draymond Green being terrible. And I want y'all to know, chill. I want you to know I watched every single second.
On a scale from one to 10, Ox, 10 being absolutely disgusting, like pissy bathroom nasty, or 1 being clean. What was he?
Chill, I'm talking about one of those gas stations on one of those little side highways. You know what I'm saying? That's like just you could smell it from 10 feet away.
Like don't touch nothing in here.
Terrible. No.
Don't touch.
That's so for for me, I'm just not going in there. I'm pissing outside. You know what I'm saying? It was
I ain't even going in there.
I prefer to piss outside anyway. I'm primitive like that. But anyways though, chill, it was just beautiful. It was the best hate watch I ever watched in my life. I probably watched it like 3 times. I'm gonna watch it again today. Put me in a good mood.
Hold on, was it him like just turning the ball over and making bad plays, or was it him crashing out?
It was him getting crossed. It was him missing layups. It was him getting rim checked. It was him airballing threes. It was him not passing the ball to Kevin Durant at the end of that one game and then losing in overtime. It was him missing that layup in at the buzzer against the Memphis Grizzlies and then losing in the overtime of that playing game. Oh, it was beautiful.
Well, Ox, you think he should be in the penitentiary anyway because you think he's a maniac. So
he's a danger to society, absolutely.
All right, so Respect Steph sent through a $5 super chat and said, LeBaron, Filon, and Acuff will be the best guards in the tournament. This is my bold prediction.
Interesting.
I can't wait for this.
Y'all think so?
I don't know, man.
I could see Darius Acuff being the best guard in the tournament.
That boy is hooping, man.
Yo, that's the beauty of March Madness as opposed to the NBA playoffs. Like that one game, it just shakes everything up. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get no second chance. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to.
You lose, you out. It's that simple.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
Lose, you out.
What really be whoever feels the best that day.
Man, what did he tell Rocky? There is no tomorrow.
There's not.
You better ball.
You lose, you out.
Ball
it's
like
that simple.
Life depend on it.
Mm-hmm. You win, you keep going. You lose, you out.
Ooh, I love me some March in April, man.
Mm-hmm.
Smiley 2323 sent through a $10 super chat and said, what up, panel? How y'all doing? My Thunder take care of the Spurs. Castle and Fox will struggle. Fox will have 1 or 2 clutch games, with Wemby being incredible as he is. And no, we not better without Dub. J-Dub.
Definitely better with AJ Mitchell.
You got a better team with AJ Mitchell, but I don't think there's anybody that thinks, if you're being honest, that the Oklahoma City are better without J-Dub. I don't think there's anybody that thinks that.
I mean, now that Jared McCain is there.
No. Mm-mm. Them dudes don't do what Dub does. I mean, you guys supplement some things. You don't do what he does, though. No. Mm-mm.
I don't think that they're better without J-Dub, but after watching them these last couple weeks, I do think that they have action without J-Dub.
Okay, they can
think they can still do it without.
On the shit right here is what
J-Dub brings a lot, but Jared McCain, his elements that he brings to the team.
What you do is you're trying to sell me. What you're selling me, Ron, is that we can survive without him. Can we win the whole thing without him? No.
Yep.
Nope. I do.
I think they can win the whole thing without him, Chill.
I think so.
I want him to be there because I don't even want this logic to even be going on because I like J-Dub and I think he's that important to this team. But these dudes are so good, man.
They win the NBA championship without him, Ron. Are we protecting him in the expansion draft?
Of course.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I'm sending them to
Actually-
Milwaukee
Hold on,
for
let's-
done.
Actually, you know what?
You protect 8.
They don't need him.
Hold on.
They don't need him. Nah,
Obviously,
y'all
don't.
need
We just
J.
won the
Dub.
NBA championship
Yeah,
without him.
yeah.
So
Protect
If
AJ
you-
Mitchell and Jeremy McCain.
If you don't protect him, he's going first overall.
numero uno pin.
Yeah.
If Houston doesn't protect KD, does Seattle get him?
We
No.
don't need him. We
No.
don't need him. The next super chat is from Avery B. Avery said, "Crazy LeBron is leading the NBA in fast break points this season at 41. Two
Yeah.
games from the that is ridiculous. 2 games from most games ever played. 36 wins away from most wins ever.
Now, do yourself a favor and go back through history and look at all the players who've actually led the league in fast break points. Whenever
saying
you
that
have
to
a
say?
chance. I'm saying that to say,
Is it Giannis 5 years in a row?
no.
All right. I'll do some homework later, Pen. The Jonathan Frazier said, but let's talk about Juju for a sec. Because next year is scary. Her, Jazzy, and Sanaya coming too. It's about to be crazy in SoCal. I'm here for it 100%. Next year is going to be fire. USC is going to be crazy good. I just hope that they're not overhyped in terms of, when you get those big name players.
Ron, I don't
and
want to
they
hear
come
the shit.
together
I don't
and
want to hear your
it's
shit,
not-
Ron. You got them winning the national championship next year. You got them basically when they get Juju back, they running the
I don't
table.
know. Sure, I don't know.
Which one is it, Ron? Are they running the table or not?
I can't call it, Chill. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They got Sanaya, and they also got the girl from so Sanaya Hall, but they also got the girl coming from Australia too. She's actually traveling with the team right now. But I just don't know. Chill, I can't call it. I don't know because Jazzy got to take a step forward. Sanaya got to come in and be a big time freshman contributor, as well as the other girl from Australia. I don't know. Juju gonna be spectacular, but I don't know. Brian Cook said Disney was cooking. Luck of the Irish, Phantom of the Megaplex, and Smart House were my faves. Minutemen was in there too. Disney had juice in the 90s, man. Disney really was they had something different. They creative director in the 90s and early 2000s. They had the juice. Shout out to Disney, man. Respect Steph said, "You're not beating the Wolves without defense. The main problem the Lakers have is no wing defenders. This team is not so different than last year's team."
The Lakers not going to be able to keep up with Minnesota at all.
I just think Minnesota's just better. That's really all.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Minnesota. And by the way, Tyrese Maxey averages more transition points than LeBron James does. So
I think they're saying total. Yeah, total on the season, I think.
Fast break points. LeBron is 5.8. Tyrese, according to NBA.com, is 5.7.
So he leads it on average, not total.
I'm pretty sure.
Average points per game.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong stat here because I'm looking at transition points. And
LeBron has played fewer games than Tyrese Maxey, so yeah, like it is a per basis. But the question of like who has led it, it's almost always been Giannis and LeBron the last few years. But last year it was Christian Brown. So I just wanted to shout out Christian Brown.
The difference between transition and fast break points, because transition points, it looks like Tyrese averages more transition points than James, which he should, because I'm over 15 years younger than you, so he should.
Hezo Mello said, "This is the problem. The nigga saw the doubles coming, and this man was backpedaling to half court, and then got an 8-second violation getting up the court."
That was worse than him stepping on the half court line. The backcourt violation. That was awful. Yes, I was like, KD, what are you doing?
They let a lot of that go a lot of the times. I don't know, man. You know how many 8-second violations I see in an NBA game?
That and Giannis at the free throw line. If I gotta watch Giannis at the free throw line, had the ball for 12
Or 15
seconds,
seconds.
I'm gonna lose my mind, Dale. Like, shoot the basketball or ref, blow the whistle. 11 seconds, 12 seconds. You got 10 seconds to shoot free throws. That's it. Shoot
And the
ball.
guys who every time they shoot, they step over the line every single time. They don't call that either, but it is what it is. JJ Redick called it out, so good for him actually coaching. He was yelling at the official the whole time. 8 seconds, 8 seconds. The whole time.
All right, fellas. The next super chat I got is from Tupac Westside. Tupac said, if the store looks/smells bad, then I don't even bother checking in the bathroom.
Yeah, I could get with that. I could get with that.
JR Music. Go ahead, Chill.
That's one of those. If your feet stink, your ass stink. That's what that is. Yes, sir.
JR Music said, love what y'all do for the basketball space. This draft is going to be insane. So much talent. You can really get a gem almost anywhere. Shout out Malik Thomas at Arkansas. Dog. Great mindset as well.
To be honest with you, Ron, I don't do any homework on the draft. And the reason why I don't do any homework on the draft, because this dude right here to my left, he's the draft. Yep, that one right there. I listen to him. I don't do any homework on the draft. And if you notice, I don't really talk much about the draft. I do a lot of listening because of this dude right here.
I appreciate that.
It's gonna be fun, Pin. It's gonna be a fun month of March and April. Just seeing what these guys do in the NCAA tournament. Then it's gonna be fun just leading up to the draft process. And then obviously at the end of June, you got the draft. It's gonna be interesting to see where guys go, what teams end up doing. But I'm excited. This is a big draft year.
Yep.
King Bo said Ime Udoka is not a good offensive coach, but he better hire an offensive coordinator of some kind before he starts to hear the saxophones.
Yeah, get somebody off go to state staff. Show them how to use Reed Shepherd like Steph Curry. I think it could be something like that.
You know? Man, that's CC right there, boy. Shout out that boy CC. Q-Tip 3479 sent through a $9.99 super chat and said, I'm not letting the J-Dub disrespect slide. He's 100% getting protected in an expansion draft, even if OKC wins without him. But that's unlikely because the value he brings defensively.
I just threw that out there. I know that Oklahoma City is not going to make him available in the expansion draft. Hell no, they ain't doing that. No. I just thought that with them winning the NBA championship, I just thought it'd be kind of good. Like, would they consider doing something like that? No, they wouldn't.
I mean, drop $50 million off your cap.
I was thinking about the money too, Dale. I was thinking about the money too. Like we could very well have that conversation that this is about business, and this will be James Harden all over again.
He would be the best player available if they didn't protect him. He would be the best player available.
That's not your opinion, man. That's a fact. 100%.
Yeah. But that being said, he just hasn't been great this year. So I mean, I would love to see J-Dub from last year, but last year ain't this year, right? It's just like different roster, different construction. They got J-Dub now. They got some young guys coming up behind them.
Yeah.
Like it feels like a very different roster. So and AJ Mitchell didn't play a lot last year. He probably could have. He probably could have played for them last year, Chill, and he didn't. So, I really like him. So, I'm just saying they could win without him. It's going to be a weird.
The conversations would get real tricky if they ended up winning the championship without him. It would look real. It looked real crazy.
That's exactly it.
And so I'm looking right now. Let me see. So J-Dub,
what's keeping him out?
It says he's still out with a hamstring injury, and that's for tonight's game against the Magic. So they just updated it a few minutes ago. Or no, this was yesterday. So yeah, he'll be out tonight with the hamstring injury. He just got a hamstring strain.
And there's really nothing you can do with hamstrings except just rest. That's it.
All right, Smiley 2323 came through with another super chat and said, see what I mean, Chill? They not winning without Dub. Stop it. Chet's defensive jump, along with what we've seen from Dub's highs, what we see now is 10x. Or it's times 10.
Yep.
I don't think they can win without Chet, but they can win without Dub.
Dell, we're gonna have this conversation. If they end up winning this thing without him, I think it's gonna be real interesting to see what's going on in Oklahoma City afterwards. Real interesting.
Max C sent through a super chat and said, tanking is seen as the most as more prevalent now because of the draft that is stacked this season. Won't be a problem in the future.
Yes, it will. Because we're gonna have other drafts like this. Yes, it will.
I don't understand why they don't just whoever the worst team get the first pick.
Like, it ain't a problem in football, is it, Dell?
Yeah, it's not. Just whoever's the worst team gets the first pick. I don't get all the draft lottery stuff. Just
I mean, if you really let that happen, though, there would be teams trying to go out there 0-82.
But then you can actually see it though.
How about that? Like, ain't no misunderstanding about who tanking and who not. Like, we know what y'all doing.
Yeah. Then we can actually find some people.
Is anyone confused about what the Jazz and the Grizzlies are doing right now? Is there some sort of confusion we need to clear up?
I know that Josh Giddey and Basellas did not get the memo on the tank being activated in Chicago. They did not. No, they didn't.
We got a few more super chats before we get up out of here. I want to shout out a couple members, though. Paulo C Media is a new member. Shout out to Paulo C Media. JR Music 2004 also became a new member. And Luxie? LXUI. XL became a new YouTube member. Shout out to LXUI. Appreciate you for joining up. JR Music 2004, Paulo C Media. I got a super chat or a members chat from Greg the Goat 12. Greg the Goat said the Lakers really clamped KD.
They did a good job on him in the second half yesterday. Like Dale said, that 2 points that he got in the fourth, game was already over.
He was cooking them in the second quarter. They was like, you know what? Second half, you don't get to touch the ball. You don't get
an easy money sniper.
Nope.
I also do want to shout out the rest of our Hall of Famers. That's Multi Kenny, Worldwide Mace Television, Cheese 15, Bulletproof, Small Boxes, Drago FC, DNE MLV, Kingster, The No Capo, and last but not least, we got a new member by the name of CMX Halo. Salute to CMX Halo. Yo, CMX, reach out to me on any platform. Hit me up, DM me, whatever the case is. I want to get you in the Hall of Fame group chat. You deserve to be in there because you're a GOAT. You're a Hall of Famer, and you need to be put in a place with other Hall of Famers such as yourself. Reach out to me, my man. Last but not least on the day, Dame the Great sent through a members chat and said KD did everything he could to throw that game in the second half.
Hey, Dale, was KD on the take? Was KD on the take yesterday?
He probably was.
KD tricking games? Uh-oh. KD, you out here tricking games, Joe? KD, are you out here tricking games?
I think he smoked at halftime. He had to.
Maybe he talked to Terry Rozier.
He had to puff at halftime because
maybe he talked to Jonte Porter.
And what Ox at, man? I'm trying to set up this game. Where you at?
Paging Mr. Ox.
Y'all need to choose. Y'all need to choose peace over violence.
Mr. Lil Ox.
And I need my horse from Chill. I saw him in the chat. Chill. I saw you.
Dell, I'm trying to tell you something, brother. I'm nice at horse, yo. So I'm warning you in advance. I'm nice, yo. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I need both of those from you and him.
Yo, I'm about to hop on a podcast at 3:00 with a fellow panelist.
Yeah.
To talk about not basketball. Who you think this person is?
I don't know.
Swiper?
No.
Yes, sir. We gonna cover the Oscars. How you like that?
Cover the Oscars?
Word.
We're gonna talk about film.
Where can I find that at?
We're gonna post it tomorrow. We're gonna edit it up real nice. Me and Swipe are gonna talk about film. I'm a filmmaker. I run a film festival. Swipe have been talking about, you want to get into film podcasting and shit. And everyone thinks we hate each other. I don't hate Swipe, man.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan, best actor. That's dope.
Chill. I swear to God, the way that I reacted to that man winning, you would think I knew him. Like I was hype as hell, man. So happy.
More reaction, like what would have been a better reaction? Scotty Barnes winning MVP or him winning that?
Oh, we don't even got to discuss that, Ron. What the hell? We know what that is.
No, you do have to discuss it, Chill. No, you do. Because since 2013, ain't no person in the entire industry that I've been rooting for more than Michael B. Jordan. I didn't even watch the other films initially. The minute I seen Sinners, I was like, he better win Best Actor because what he just pulled off is insanity. From Fruitvale to Creed, yo, the growth of this dude, the commitment, the physical transformation that it takes to go like like even playing two dudes like Smoke and Stack, they're completely different characters. He playing both of them. Yo, I can't wait to get into this because it's just like I feel a little bit vindicated that he won, but I really felt like Sinners should have won Best Picture, and I'm still pissed off about it. But Swipe is not pissed off about it, so you get to hear two different perspectives on it.
Yeah, I love
All right,
Michael B. Jordan, but he messed up Fantastic Four. I love that movie. When they remade it with him, everything else he done though.
Some things need to be left alone.
Yeah, some things just.
Yeah, you ain't have to bother with that one. Just like Coming to America too. Like we ain't need that.
Facts.
We did not.
Or
need
Space
that.
Jam too, but we ain't gotta talk about that.
I don't know if we needed that, Dale. And you know James is my guy, but I don't know if we needed that. I don't. So
or Thunderstruck. Or Thunderstruck. KD, don't do that ever.
All right,
again.
y'all.
Later.
Peace,
Hey, well, if he would have had a point guard in there, maybe he would have looked better. However, y'all, we will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. But if you don't catch us tomorrow, where you can catch us at is April 10th in the MODA Center in Portland. The tickets are live now. Pull up. This will be the panel's first ever live show. You guys will have an opportunity to watch the live show, ask live super chats, interact with the panel. Then we'll have a meet and greet. Then we will go watch the Blazers play against the Clippers, and then we'll have an after party in Portland. Y'all pull up because this is going to be a fantastic, spectacular time that you don't want to miss. We'll see you guys there, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the panel. We out.